Look happy as fuck. And
I am happy as fuck.
She's saying happy things, so
I'm just happy to see you, Moko. Like Fem said, we miss you so much.
Dude,
we're just happy to see your smiling face today.
Guys, I really do love y'all. Thank you. It's good to just be like, everyone's just like, hey, what's going on? Or like, thank you.
Hell yeah. How's the charity stream going, Fem?
It's about as well as I'd imagined. No, it's fun, but I mean, I didn't expect to hit my goal. That's why I made some outlandish incentives, like shaving my head and shaving my beard. But
ooh,
yeah, right. But
let's go.
It's fine. I'm doing like a 2-day thing, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. But
okay.
So sorry for people who are just showing up. I am doing a charity stream, and part of this podcast is part of it. We're benefiting Stackup, which is an organization that helps military, both active and veterans and stuff, by giving them the gift of getting your mind off the military. By dropping them video games and taking them out to events and gaming events, and giving them mental help and therapy and stuff like that. Just everything to get their mind off of active duty, because that's no fun. And so we're doing like a 2-day thing to raise money for that, and I have a bunch of different incentives that are just there to mess with me all day by making me drink different things and eat dog food and all sorts of horrible stuff. So there's a bunch of like chat commands and stuff, and it's all going to apply through the podcast as well. So that's all there. So yeah.
Come on, you guys got to make Fem eat dog food. Come on, what are you guys doing?
What dog food is it? Wet food, dry food? What are we dealing with here, bro?
I'm a connoisseur. Not only do I have a bunch of different drinks to drink, but I got a bunch of different dog food because our dogs are picky. So I have dried liver snacks.
Oh, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know. Hickory smoked bacon bites. These actually look pretty decent, but that's the thing.
Okay.
And then we have these weird like peanut butter chunklets. So
those would probably be your best option.
Should be eating the word chunklet. Like, what is this?
Question. I thought dogs were not supposed to have peanut butter. Sorry if that's an ignorant thing. I'm just curious.
Dogs can have peanut butter.
Oh, they can? Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Aren't really allowed to have, obviously, chocolate, but they're also not supposed to have things that are like...
chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's like, it'll die.
Chocolate is the thing I'm confusing peanut butter with. My bad.
And I don't think they're supposed to have, like, salt either. Maybe it's just sugar in general, but... It's something else.
CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you
for
your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests.
Yes, Alex, you're the best.
Eat dog. So I've never. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Alex, for the donation, and before we can start this podcast.
What a legend! Let's go.
We got dried liver snacks. So
okay, that's the one you're choosing.
Well, I think that's the one that he chose. That's what it says on here.
Oh, Okay, I see. My bad. Do it.
Well, he didn't specify, but that's the thingy. So here's these nice little things, and you see they're big old things of dried liver. So
I don't know if I can watch this.
And these are big chunks too.
Those are big chunks.
Oh, they're dry. You know, I didn't think they're gonna be this bad.
You gotta eat it, dude.
10 minutes into this, and my boy's eating liver snacks.
Well, the problem is I have to swallow it.
Yeah, yep.
We're watching you. You have to. Oh.
Wow.
Nice. All right.
It's sucking
Good
my
job.
teeth,
Wow.
He did it. The fact that you haven't spit it out yet. I would have spit it out.
That's really bad. It's sucking my teeth too.
Do you want to go brush your teeth real quick?
No, I'm gonna drink.
Okay. Even
Imagine
better.
going to the dentist after this, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And you're like, "Dog food."
No, that was actually really gross. I didn't honestly think it was even that bad.
That's awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Amazing.
So we got that out. Oh god, I can taste it still. Okay.
Alex,
Just
thank you for
day in the
that.
office.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Anyway, so yeah, we're doing this charity stream this weekend, and I'm glad I got you guys here to talk about Monster Hunter stuff, because we had those actually, I forgot. Let me just start the intro since we're all here and stuff. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Loading Screen podcast that we do every now and then. I would like to do it more often than not, but we do it when we can. So today we got return of Moko, who we are seldom seeing, but I'm trying to drag him back into the limelight, but he's busy with life and stuff. And I got Faye back on again. Happy to have Faye. Faye's super cool.
Hey. Hey.
So thank you guys for doing this during my charity stream. I appreciate it. And so today we're going to be talking about all sorts of Monster Hunter stuff. So we have all the weapon trailers for Sunbreak, and pretty much I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of Sunbreak news left other than like the demo, prior to launch. So I think this is going to be it. So we're going to talk about Monster Hunter. We're going to drink and just hang out. So thanks.
Where's Jin? Is he busy?
So Jin is a bit busy because I guess his dad randomly showed up and
he said that in the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm a bit behind in the chat.
Okay. I thank you for your participation.
All right. Well, oh shit, dude, Alex, yes. Let's go.
Alex,
$50. What is that? What do you have to do?
That's a shot of whiskey to start my day.
Okay, all right, Alex, heating it up.
Because
let's go.
But you know what? It's alcohol. We do this. This is okay. This is awesome.
We do typically drink during this podcast. Alex, I appreciate you very much.
Straight up said it's your reward.
That's his reward for eating the beef thing, the beef dog treat.
For helping
liver. So nice.
So, we have Japanese whiskey, Suntory whiskey. This is good stuff. Usually I just drink, something simple like Jameson or Tullamore Dew, but we have Japanese whiskey, so we're doing that.
Wonderful.
That's a big shot.
Daimoja.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Oh my god, okay. That was more than a shot because they didn't almost all fit my mouth.
That's okay. That's worth it. That's worth it.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate it. So now we have Japanese whiskey on top of dog liver, so... Anyway.
Good shit. Good shit.
We could start this stuff. So
what a good start.
If you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves for people who don't know who you are, please, let's start with, Moko and go ahead and do Faye. And I'm sure most people are aware of Faye. Nobody knows who Moko is because he's not alive anymore. But let's start with that before we jump into this.
Okay.
So, nice, short, simple, sweet. My name is Mother Coconutz, otherwise known as Juan. I stream a lot, or I used to stream a lot of Monster Hunter, and these are some of my best friends from the Twitch community that I've had the pleasure of meeting over my fun years of playing. I play all 14 weapons. My whole shtick is healing, and I take some pride in that, and it's kind of just something that we like to do. Also on the side, when I play with these two homies here, we do a lot of shooter games like Remnant 2's hopefully going to become a thing, and that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm very infamous for shooting Fem in the head with a sniper on accident. Love you.
Yeah.
Accident. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Moko, we didn't play... We have the new Remnant from Hell mod, which is really fun that we should get around to doing at some point.
We have to try doing that, actually. That would be fun. And
man.
also,
they're adding a ton of new custom weapons and armors and stuff, too. It's looking really good.
I'm down for that. Let's do it.
That would actually be pretty dope. Because
we'll have to do that at some point.
Maybe
not
challenging that game.
Because, we got Sunbreak right around the corner. So, we'll see
we'll
how
get in the
long
groove of
Sunbreak
things
lasts.
as we start bullshitting around again.
Yeah.
And plus, like you said, we're going to see how long Sunbreak, how long it'll keep our attention.
How long are we going to last with Sunbreak anyway? I mean, how much is there going to be to do? I guess we'll find out.
I have high hopes, but at the same time, I'm I got to stay cautiously, pessimistic because I don't want to get, I don't want to plan I'm going to play this all summer and plan this stuff out and then be oh, I'm done in a week.
Yeah.
I just wonder how all my builds are going to be affected. Literally everything I worked with to get these heals just blow up. I don't know. It took me a while last time.
Should we start with the weapons? Should we go through each
go
weapon?
Ahead and introduce yourself really quick.
Oh. I'm Fatalis. I play a lot of Fortnite, a lot of Minecraft, Roblox, the good stuff. I try to stream every day except weekends, and that's about it.
Okay, I mean, I could have come up with a better lie than that. Faye is also known for setting me on fire in Remnant, because that's
yeah!
Beam gun, also. Love me a good beam gun.
Beam gun.
Radiate the fuck out of you.
Oh, speaking of, though, they did make a new one for the From Hell mod. It's a handgun. It shoots a blue one that slows enemies down. It's a little ice ray. It's really fun.
Nice.
So cool. Thank you, Faye, for the fake introduction. Faye is another Monster Hunter streamer. She also does a lot of like body paints and stuff. She's really good. You're really good at that stuff, and you cosplay too.
Thanks.
She did Ronnie. She did Ronnie. It came out so good.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Faye's a champ. So glad to have Faye back on here.
She has all the maidens. All the maidens.
She is all the maidens.
Yes.
So then we got that introductions out of the way. Typically when we do these loading screen podcasts, we drink because it helps people loosen up. So we'll go ahead and share our drinks before we dive into the Monster Hunter chatter. I'm drinking all sorts of stuff already. So I've got my white wine, which I started this morning because it was a little early for me, which is a Grenache Blanca from the Paso Robles. It's from Bodegas, the winery. And I don't typically drink white wines, but I think it was a little early for me to start reds. So we did that. And of course we have our Japanese whiskey on the side in case that comes up. And yeah, that's what I got going on. I've also got mixtures for mimosas, and I got the wine rack closet behind me. So yeah, I'm good to go.
Cool. Moko?
So I had dinner recently, decided to pick up some Wendy's. They messed up my order and gave me spicy chicken nuggies instead of a spicy chicken sandwich, but that's okay. I got a lemonade with it, and then when it was time to do the podcast, I was like, fuck, I need a drink. So then I pulled out some gin, poured some gin in my lemonade, and now I'm drinking that. So Bombay Sapphire, baby. That's what we're working with today.
Did you get a Frosty?
No, I did not.
Wendy's?
You didn't pour whiskey into your Frosty?
The guy in front of me got 3 Frosties, and he was the only dude in the car. I did remember seeing that. So hopefully he's bringing it for his kid, or if not, sick. I'm with it.
Stacking up for the week.
Dude, my favorite thing is seeing what the people ahead of me in a drive-thru line ordered. Because it's like still on like the screen and stuff when you show up, like briefly. And so it's like, I remember last time, I think when I was still working in California, I went to a Jack in the Box, and I was like, this guy is taking forever. What is going on? And then I scroll up, and all I saw was your total is 4306. I was like, what the fuck are you ordering?
Dude. The person in front of you in the drive-thru is always ordering a metric fuck ton of food and makes you late for
right in front of you.
Meanwhile, I know exactly what I want. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, we're good. And then the motherfucker in front of me is ordering like at the fucking store.
Always,
dude,
always,
like,
dude. Have any of you ever worked in a drive-thru before?
No.
I have.
Yes.
Really?
Have you, Moko? Yo, tell me real quick, where?
Yo, I used to work for Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, and it was
Me
a 24-hour
I used to be a Dunkin' Donuts manager. Let's fucking go.
Wow, we got some Dunkins over here. What the fuck?
But the worst thing, listen, the worst thing about the drive-thru customers are always the people that are like, yeah, let me get... Okay, what does everyone want? And they're in a van full of people and they don't know what they want, but they act like they know what they want, first of all. And they're just like, yeah, I'm going to need, okay, what does everyone want? It's like, why did you even say that in the first place?
Oh, wow. Like, yeah, that's got to be really
the
annoying.
worst.
It's like you guys had all this time to plan. You're like, we're going to go to the Dunkin' Donuts. What do you think they have at Dunkin' Donuts?
No, especially when you have a fucking line of like 5 or 6 people and you just finished ordering and you're trying to catch up the line, and then that motherfucker shows up and is like, oh, I think I'm gonna have a... Hey, you sit down back there. Don't make me turn this car around. Motherfucker, you can't. You have a car behind you and a car behind that car. You're not going nowhere. Order your coffee and donuts and get out. Oh my God.
What comes on the glazed donut?
What?
Is it what comes on the glazed donut? People who ask for like stuff in the items.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yes.
Do you guys have any twisties left? Do you have any lemon donuts left?
The worst was like, okay, Dunkin' Donuts, specific. The manager special donut, I'm talking about, Moko? I never knew what that was. People would always ask me, what's the manager special? And I'm just like, I don't know. It's got filling in it. Like, I don't know what it is.
Give me 5 minutes in the bathroom and we'll get you whatever you want.
I completely left that place. I didn't return jack shit. And then for Halloween, like the following year, I wore my whole Dunkin' Donuts apron and outfit for Halloween. And everyone was like, where'd you get that from? That looks so realistic. I was like, no, that's legit. I probably can get arrested for walking around like this.
It's so weird.
Did you ever get free
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, I know. Right?
I used to make free fucking because the Baskin Robbins part, the mint chocolate chip, like
wait, is that a thing? Like
milkshake thing? Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts
Baskin Robbins.
Okay, so here on the West Coast, there's not very many Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't know there's a Dunkin' Baskin combo chain. That sounds amazing.
We didn't have that. I'm on the East Coast, okay? You're on the East Coast too, Moko. But when I had to watch like the training videos, this was like 15 years ago, okay? All the training videos would be Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins combos. And I would be like, dude, we don't have that here. Why am I being trained on Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins when we're just a Dunkin' Donuts? What's going on? I want to move.
Because it would cost too much money to give them a separate training program. Did you play the little clicky games in the training? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good shit.
Here's the thing I've always wondered about those combo places, because I never worked at, a lot. Well, the only fast food places I worked at a Cold Stone and a Little Caesars, but I've never seen or worked at those combo places that allow you to actually merge items from menus together. Do you guys allowed to do that or what? Like
combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, baby.
That's what I wanted. So that's the thing I want to do. I've been to a Pizza Hut Taco Bell, and I'm like, hey,
what are you doing? We don't know what that about. Oh, the door's open.
Baby, I'll be like, yo, let me get a P6 and a chalupa. Let's go.
Yeah.
That with some breadsticks on the side and some motherfucking dipping sauce. That's it. I'm dipping the chalupa in the pizza sauce.
But like, they don't let you do that ever. Like, what is the point of a double combo thing if you can't merge stuff together?
I don't know.
It actually is a godsend. I will say, the Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins was a little okay. It was okay because it's ice cream with like coffee,
donuts.
Ice cream, donuts, ice cream, coffee. That's all great.
Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
That blows my mind. I had no idea that was a thing. That's unhinged.
Pizza Hut, KFCs are very common. There's one near my parents' house, and I tried to get popcorn chicken on a pizza, and they're like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, fucking why? Charge me for the popcorn chicken, charge me for the pizza, throw it on. I want a chicken pizza.
See, you would think you'd be able to combine menu items. That's very weird.
I don't see the point.
That's a very Monster Hunter thought of you, though.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a sore throat, you guys, so I'm probably going to be coughing a lot. I apologize.
You're fine.
Feel better.
You know what helps a sore throat? Booze.
I have some. Listen, we didn't get to my drink yet. I apologize. I'm drinking a quad espresso right now. I need a little bit of a kick. And once I get that kick, I will have some alcohol, because if I have alcohol first, I will fall asleep on you guys, and I don't want to do that.
I get it. I 100% get it. Like, typically, a coffee after work or like right as the sun sets, oh, that hits the spot so good. Love that. But,
Hell yeah.
Sorry,
back on the Monster Hunter track.
We
I digress.
Really,
we hit that side topic hard.
So anyway, Monster Hunter stuff. Sunbreak's coming out in like literally 1 month now. We got all the weapon trailer showcases and all their stuff that they've shown the last few weeks, and I haven't talked to you guys about it. So let's hear your general thoughts before we dive into each of the weapons. Like, what did you like to see, or what did you enjoy seeing in the last couple shoccases that they've done?
I'll start because it's not too much. Maybe you guys can add on to what I say, but so Malzeno looks cool. I'm excited for the new map. How about you guys?
That's it? Okay. Let me branch on off your things really quick. Malzeno does look like a good fight. Like, he looks like a mix between Gormagala and Magnamalo. Like, he does a lot of tail stuff like Mango, but he's got like all the explosions of gore. He's looking like a good fight. I'm excited to fight Malzeno. The map, I think it's kind of weird because, like, just like Iceborne, it looks like we're only getting one new map. And that's, I don't know, kind of lackluster. I mean,
see, that's what I'm wondering. Like, are they gonna surprise us with like stuff, or is it we really just gonna get that one map?
I'm hoping they do, because of all the stuff we talked earlier, but like of all the stuff that they've shown us, like literally everything of Sunbreak is all the weapons get one new silk bind and one new silk move. It's like, okay, we have one new map, we have like 3 new monsters and 3 new variants, and then we have like NPC quests, and that's the whole game. It looks like. So I hope they're hiding stuff. That'd be great. But because like what they've shown right now, it doesn't seem like it's a lot.
Okay, do you think they're gonna have like Elatrion and shit, like Elatrion, Fatalis, stuff like that? I don't know. I don't think so.
They might at the end, kind of like they did with Iceborne, because I think Fatalis has been in literally every single G rank game. So
okay. Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
He'll probably be back. but I don't know about Elatreon and stuff. That'd be great because Elatreon and Fatalis were the two best drops in Iceborne. Like those saved that game. Iceborne up until then was pretty awful. So
I'm just trying to think about how much fun it would be to fight Fatalis with like all the Silkbind stuff now, like all the new stuff that we have for each weapon. I don't know. I think it'll be cool.
Mobility.
It would be cool. Even if
but the thing is, what if they make it? What if they make it like a just full Rampage thing? That would suck.
No.
Oh, go ahead, Emoko. Go ahead.
I don't want Rampage like that. In terms of new map, it's cool. Malzeno looks awesome. Weapons, I don't use many of the other Silkbind attacks anyway. Maybe with the exception of one or two weapon, or maybe there's some sort of combination thing going on that maybe it'll turn out to be a good thing to be able to swap back and forth. But I feel like for a lot of this stuff for me, and at least in the beginning until I get accustomed to it, I'm not really going to be switching in and out that much. New monsters, dope. New variants. Hey, it's like in every Monster Hunter game. What I'm just hoping for is that as we keep progressing, like in Iceborne, those bigger drops, those drops are like, all right, guys, we gave the generic like G rank stuff, and we gave you a little bit more on top of that. And now for the people who are like the hardcore, I want to sit through the whole game. I can't beat this monster until I like do everything. Here you go. Whether it's gonna end up being like Fem said, your usual floaters, your Elatreon, Fatalis kind of thing, it is what it is. But at the same time, they did a good job, I think, reworking them for Iceborne. So I was like, all right, if you could take those fights that are just ancient and always have been this way, change them enough to like hard wall a lot of players. Like I remember when Elatreon came out and everyone's like, I can't beat it with regular weapons. Like, bro, just use elemental, like mines. And then Fatalis, you have to approach them differently. So if you do that for Rise, dude, I'm actually kind of for that. Like if you're gonna introduce the same kind of stuff, having that spin, that Kimura spin, just like they did with Iceborne,
and
I welcome
do that.
I welcome it.
Alexander was saying like, what if we can Wyvern ride Fatalis? I don't think they're gonna let us do that. Because like the Apex monsters, they don't let us Wyvern ride. Like they just
give us an option to not ride monsters anymore. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily,
I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling.
We did the whole clutch claw, wall bash Fatalis. So why wouldn't you be able to Wyvern ride Fatalis?
Well, just because we already can't Wyvern ride Deviants because they just break out of it. That's
fair.
Fatalis is much stronger than that. I think he would just break out of it.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
Altal Ka would be a good monster because it's all silk and stuff anyway. So I think that would play in well.
That monster is really right up Rise's alley, dude.
It would be awesome.
Oh yeah, that's the bug thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bug would
that actually would work.
So we were talking when I was playing Rise on stream earlier about Rampage returning for G rank, and I know nobody wants Rampage, but I came up with a good idea. Is what if the Rampage is like all the new like Deviants and Apex monsters that we get? What if it's that, but it's literally just the last phase, kind of like what they did with Kol Taroth and stuff, where they just cut out all the beginning stuff. And so it's literally just last part of the Rampage. It's you and the Apex monster, and then maybe every now and then like they'll call in 2 or 3 monsters that you have to kill with your ballistas or whatever. But it's just like a big arena. The ballista turrets all around, and like you and your big ass deviant. I'm like,
that would be infinitely better.
Be so much like nobody wants the boring
better
part leading up to it that takes 10 minutes to do.
And
I was like, okay,
infinitely better.
I would be so cool with Rampage if they did that. If it was just the last phase. Faye loves ballistas.
I would not want to lose the ability to use my shrapnel like build in that setting.
Well, exactly.
Because if you,
go ahead. Keep going.
I was gonna say, like, if you completely didn't add anything to Rampage afterwards, that would like nullify all the work you would do for Rampage and make it like a very niche thing you would need it for, like for melding stuff. But then if you do introduce it like all right, now you're gonna go up against Apex, Mizu, Rampage, and then you start and they just drop Mizu and you go. Yo, I'm kind of for that because at least it was a lot more fun with that. Do a little bit of the ballista stuff. Maybe give me some more gongs or longer time on the gongs if you're fighting the Apex right after that. And just let us go ham. I wouldn't mind that at all because that was actually kind of like therapeutic because it was so repeatable. Like you almost had that like that mundane thing to be like, all right, cool. I know I'm gonna be grinding. Like I remember grinding with Peko, just going like, all right, repeat. But it was like brain off mode, but relaxing.
Right. Well, okay. So yeah, as Owl also pointed out, like that would also give us the ability to have, Apex weapons and armors if they had like more Rampage quests with those Apex
good
monsters.
point out.
We could finally do that. And then also, yes, we have all these Rampage weapons. There's no way that they would just abandon them and leave them in high rank. They have to be able to be upgradable into G rank, or that would just it would literally destroy the entire weapon line for everybody. So
what would be kind of sick is if you had to get like a highest rank Rampage weapon, and after you get that, you can fuse it with Apex parts to turn it into like the super version of a certain weapon.
That would be cool too. And yeah, you do the Apex monsters either in Rampage or not, like out in the field, and like the
to get certain parts, and then you have like a rank, like the hot in even higher like rank in G rank, but like
you're upgrading your weapons, kind of like Safi weapons, so with Apex monster parts.
Yes. That'd be interesting, because then again, you're validating Rampage. You're making everyone kind of look forward to doing it if they have to do a specific monster. And what would be even neater is if you give some of like the weaker Rampage variants to have some kind of special effect on the weapon. Like for example, an Apex Arzuros would have like some kind of wacky, weird effect if you were to do like Rampage weapon tree into the Apex Arzuros weapon tree.
Yeah,
it'd be like a weird thing.
It have like custom Rampage skills. Like Apex Arzuros would have like Damage Slapper. You just do more damage to Leviathan Wyverns and other things. I don't know. Like, they could have like their own Rampage skill for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be cool. I know it's funny. That would be amazing, and I would love Rampage for that in Sunbreak. And watch Capcom not do anything with it. Like it's so easy to make it like good.
Did they say that there are going to be any new
okay, so
Apex ones?
I can't find any. I know they said it somewhere, but I can't find where it was. But I know Ichino said there will be Rampage in G rank. I don't know if that means like we'll just be able to do it, or if they're going to add any more. I don't
G rank versions of a Rampage.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know like how in depth that's going to be.
Right.
Yeah, like Arzuros will ramp up on weapons. Yeah, as an option, that'd be fine. So yeah, we'll see. But as far as deviants go, like getting new ones, we'll definitely get new ones. There's no way they can't, because all the monsters they introduced, like Rust Razor, they showed the crab. We'll have Rust Razor. He has a deviant. Who else has a deviant that we haven't seen? Ryzex, Azure. Sorry, I keep saying Ryzex. Astalos. He's got a deviant. We'll probably get a deviant for him.
Oh, cool.
I did not know that. They showed.
Hey, Sarah. Tigrex had a deviant?
Yeah, Grimclaw. Yeah, we had Grimclaw.
Grimclaw.
Cool.
So, I mean, I'm sure we'll get more deviants brought in, and that's totally fine. I would love to see that. Oh my god, if Seregios gets a deviant. Because, like, when they brought back Glavinus, they gave him Acidic Glav. So, like, dude, if we get, like,
that would be kind of sick.
Silverwind Nargacuga,
do Steve some nice stuff, man. Silverwind would be dope to see.
Yeah, we'll get more deviants for sure. There's no way we're not going to. You should imagine.
I think they'll tie it into the story. Some shit like an Apex monster fights the Malzeno, and then some weird thing happens there, and then that's where the deviant comes in. Harvey, oh my god,
a variant of Steve Harvey.
I would love that.
I just want to see what like Apex Mizu armor would be so cool looking.
Sarah, the dual quest it's a family feud quest, but it's Rathian and Garuga and Rathalos. Because that is an actual thing.
Basil? Oh, that's a good point. Seething Basil.
Oh yeah, Seething Basil.
I like Seething Basil a lot actually, so I'm down for that.
But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff they could do and add, and that's why with all these ideas that it seems so obvious, I'm really hoping that they just haven't shown everything. They're gonna let it up to the players to discover.
Because that's the thing. We could be chatting about all this stuff, but like completely getting our hopes up, like.
But and like so the other side of that, it's not unfounded, because like typically in the last couple Monster Hunter games, they've shown literally everything up until like the last boss fight. So like we expect that to be the case. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. So that's why we're just on this weird fence. We're like, is this it? We don't know.
Right.
Could be.
See, I don't remember for World, like when they showed Iceborne, I almost said Icebreak. When they showed Iceborne stuff, I don't remember how much they actually showed, if they showed everything. Like I don't know. Yeah,
because of,
it really was.
All the added monsters and stuff that they did later on. I think the only thing in Iceborne that they didn't show was Shara Ishvalda and maybe Ruiner Nergigante.
Okay.
But I think we knew pretty much about everything else up until the release of the game.
I think Atalca is going to be a fight before Malzeno. Like, if they're going to introduce it like they did with Shara Ishvalda, Atalca would be like, oh, you got to fight this, and now you fight the last thing. Or like some weird thing.
Can we just get
Malzeno leads to Atalca.
Well, I mean, Charo was like a giant boulder thing.
Yeah, Charo was...
I hated it.
I can turn myself up. That's fine. Yeah, I don't like Shara Ishvalda either. Shara is not fun.
I love Shara. I didn't like first phase with the boulder thing.
I was saying the same thing.
The second one was dope. I liked it.
My favorite was seeing the giant like fucking spirit bomb for the first time and just watching all of my team just run around in circles going, what's it doing? And just
I thought it was a cool little fight. I don't know. Obviously not the best, but I didn't hate it.
Lockblade said that everyone hated Basil, but everyone loved Seething. But it's like, because Seething was so much easier than Basil, I think is why. Seething had very set patterns to his landmines, like Rise Basil Goose does. But regular Basil Goose did not. It was all over the place, and that made him really annoying. Hi, Sib.
Seething was just cool.
Well, and he also had cooler and stuff, and like you could.
I actually really like the color scheme on Seething.
Yeah, like I'm a very visual person, and he looked cooler than regular Basil. Like
he does look cooler.
So, you know, stupid question. Valstrax, would he get like any kind of like deviant or variant version? Or he's an Elder Dragon, so right? I mean. Forgive my ignorance. I really don't know.
I don't think he's an elder because the Rise Valstrax is a subspecies. It's not.
Really?
Crimson. Well, it's Crimson Glow. So basically, he's got the same problem that Savage Deviljho has, where like he's a dragon element monster that his dragon element has gone out of control, which is why it's like pouring out of him and stuff, and it made him go crazy. It's the same thing as Savage Joe.
Oh, okay.
So this is Valstrax is an elder? Okay, so he does... That's weird. He's an elder that has a subspecies or variant. Rare species? I don't know. Fucking weird. Monster Hunter is all weird with their...
Monster Hunter!
Yeah.
Dude, what if Val Hazak comes back? That'd be dope. Doubt it, but I'd be down for that.
I love Val. I
don't like Val Hazak. I like regular Val Hazak. I don't like...
Blackfell wasn't that great. He wasn't that great.
Oh, Kieran's got variants too.
Kieran's got a variant, yeah.
Can we get Kieran for fucking Sunbreak? Yeah. I loved World's Kieran.
Dude.
World's Kieran was fun because it was just a stress fest. Yeah. 24/7.
Yeah. Well, because Kieran was like playing a bullet hell or something. You had like all these lines and stuff you had to avoid.
Yeah.
You're basically playing like Mir's like gun show version, like just trying to avoid everything.
I know, I really liked it. That's right. Okay, I guess there are a lot of Elder Dragons that have variants and stuff, so yeah. Okay.
This is true.
That makes sense. So then, so I don't know why we got onto that, but yeah, Crimson Glow is definitely an Elder Dragon variant, so he is technically already a subspecies, so we might not get another one of those.
I watched all of the weapon stuff, but I forgot to watch Lance, so I'm going to watch Lance right now as we chat. I totally forgot to watch the Lance one.
Lance of all.
That's the one. I forgot. I'm watching it right now.
I think Lance. Correct me if I'm not. It actually was a win for Lance players. They got something they wanted, I believe.
No, it's the exact opposite. You literally could skip.
Wait, what happened?
Lance got like a short. You can like up down poke. Like and that like so it was like a
Skyward Sword.
Yeah, it's like
called Skyward Thrust, but
it's
Skyward Sword.
Stupid fucking poke.
So
it's like whatever.
dumb. I hate it.
And then they get another shield bash. It looks exactly like their other shield bash, but it's got a little blue flicker when you use it, and it's like, what?
Rip
Lance, Lance got shafted so hard. Like I looked at the Lance playthrough, I was like, is any of this new?
Well, compared to everything else, like what the fuck?
Well, no.
All right, I didn't mean to segue into weapons. I just forgot to watch.
No, we could talk about weapons. I'm sure we'll branch. You want to? This. Yeah. Let's start with weapons because obviously there's a lot to talk about with the weapons. Let's start with Lance since we're already on Lance. Lance got literally shafted super hard. Like it looks like they didn't gain anything for their kit, and like. I don't know. Lance needs something stylish to like, because like GU has like the corkscrew pokes and stuff that make it really good. And Rise and Worldlands didn't have any like big finisher move. That's what it really needed. It's got like really good defenses and it plays really well. It just doesn't have any way to deal a good amount of damage. And now they're like, nah, you get like your up-down poke that, you know, Sword and Shield already had. And then you get another.
Does Rise Lance have, sorry to interrupt you, does Rise Lance have the Lance charge? Like the one where you run in a street?
It does have the Lance charge that you can like, you know, charge and then poke at the end. It does have that.
Okay.
It's not as strong
but
as
even
it was,
that's not obviously the strongest thing ever, but like they could have like made that into something really cool, like with a new move or something. I don't know.
They could have.
They could have. They could have made that into the Skyward Sword poke and then into something else. I don't know. Just a thought.
And it was a shame because they brought out Longsword and Lance at the same time, and Lance was like a whole lot of nothing. And then everyone saw the Longsword trailer. The Longsword got, you know, new special sheets. That has a new. It is a counter, by the way. Longsword has a new counter. The new special sheet is a counter. They have like a fight club where you get more hits on all your attacks. So if you fight monsters in this big ass giant ring. And then you also don't deplete spirit gauge meter while you're in the ring. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And they have like all sorts of new stuff. And so like you have that showcase next to Lance, and people are like, what the fuck are you guys doing? There's clear favoritism.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious, yes, that there's some kind of favoritism.
And like
I don't know.
those two clips showed up, like just sparked this huge thing on the Monster Hunter communities, on all Monster Hunter communities. They're like, there's clear favoritism, and like they just don't give a shit about Lance and stuff.
Yeah. Hammer was interesting. I thought I was watching Greatsword a couple times when I was watching that one. Had rewinded a couple times. I'm like, what is this?
I couldn't tell the difference between the Hammer and the Hunting Horn videos, to be honest. Like I was very confused. Like, did they add anything? I was like, what is going on with these? They look the same. And does anyone actually play Hammer or Hunting Horn? Could you tell me what they actually added? Because I don't know, to be honest.
I know Killer Angel plays Hunting Horn, but I don't know if he's here. Or Hammer, sorry. Plays Hammer.
Hunting Horn looked like it had like the Hammer bash move. And then like, I think Hammer got like Hunting Horn spin to win. I think that was like the only thing I saw.
Like a trade thing?
Yeah, like they look like the exact same weapon, don't they? Hammer got confusing. Because isn't it like another
there
like
was some kind of weird spin thing.
Hammer's the new Hunting Horn with all the button presses and shit you gotta be aware of.
Hammer got taken to a nice farm state where the bow players shoot it in the back of the head.
What do you guys think about the bow one? I don't know.
So I'm mixed on the bow.
Okay.
I thought it was weird that we got Wormstake Blast from Gunlance.
Yeah.
I was like, why do we get it? It makes no sense. But like, I'm happy because bow melee is obviously garbage. Nobody uses bow melee. This is the sword poke, the arrow poke. It's like, whatever. And
I'm just like never gonna use that. I think. No.
I
play bow.
You will. It looks good.
We're gonna fucking use that.
I did a little video on it. It actually looks really good. It's very fast, and you could do it out of like your slide charge. So you could just slide and then poke really quick to put your stake in the monster.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Really good. And then you can follow up. You know, obviously every time you shoot that, it's gonna do more damage. It looks great, actually.
It's so weird.
It's weird. It is weird.
I don't know why.
So weird.
I don't know why. But it is melee bow, yes. It's gonna be good, especially if you think that, you know, you can slide, poke it into them, and if you have like dodgeable on, you could slide, which does a melee hit too, so that's gonna cut it if you like dodge into them as well. It's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like the bow thing. The new Silkbind looks dumb. It's literally just tripwires from GU, but it's a one-time use rather than a duration thing. I'm like, we already have a cut move with Dragon Pierce. I don't think we need another one. So I don't care about that. So. But the other thing is, like Moko said earlier, most weapons aren't going to use like the switch skill swap thing, but Bow will, because Bow will be able to take advantage of that by using absolute power shots to get KO, and then swap out of it for having the lesser stamina consumed one, and that'll be good. And then we can also swap
that actually will be nice.
You know, whatever.
I don't think I'm going to touch Bow.
Melee cuts too. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to fix that, you know, the animation cancel thing for Bow, but I'm pretty excited to see how Bow plays out with their new Wormstake Blast. But it is weird, but I'm happy about it,
weird.
To be honest.
Okay. That's fair. Gunlance?
Gunlance looks pretty sick. I don't know about you guys. It looks sick to me.
Shit again.
They're hyping up a lot of the stuff that's going on with the weapons that like you feel good about already, and then next thing you know, they come out with something else and it's like, all right, if you like this style, here you go. And now you can switch between them both. So you don't really forget about the stuff you enjoyed.
Right. Bullet barrage.
Yeah, but so the thing about Gunlance, what they got is they got a new silk bind that uses all of Gunlance stuff. It uses Wyvern Fire, it uses Wormstake or the Wormstake Cannon Blast, whatever, and full shelling dump. It does everything all in one attack. And if you don't have everything ready when you use it auto refills everything and then does it. But it's really fast. And it looks like you could just dump everything into the monster at once. It looks like
erupting cannon.
Yeah. It looks like it's exactly what Gunlance needed. Some way to just dish out a big chunk of damage. And I really like it. Because Gunlance has a great kit already. It just needed damage. And it's like, hey, here's everything at once. Like, okay, fucking perfect.
That's a good point.
I'm actually excited to play Gunlance. Gunlance looks like it's going to be good as long as they can do some damage.
I had to rewatch it just now because when I watched it earlier, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at.
So I'm not familiar with Gunlance arts and GU. What's triple A flare?
Eruption cannon.
It looks good though.
Got a cool name.
Yeah. But I like that it does everything.
It just makes you feel like you're using everything about the weapon, which is what I think they were going with that. Like you said, they were missing that tiny bit, and then just like they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's give it to them now."
Just use everything at once.
Big damage.
GU art. Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you doing? We don't know what that button.
Because that's the exact opposite of what Gunlance typically does. It's like Gunlance with like wide, long, normal shelling. Like I'm gonna focus on full burst, or I'm gonna focus on Wormstake or Wyvern Fire, stuff like that. But now it's just like let's just use everything. But here's the thing. It's so I'm just gonna say Cosmic. Cosmic says that Gunlance needs more consistent damage. And that's true, but you can spam wire bugs pretty frequently. I think that's going to help their damage a lot, to be honest. It's going to be
spam wire bugs.
Yeah, it's like Hammer and Longsword. All they do is spam their wire bug arts the whole time, and it's like I feel like it's going to be like that, which is going to be boring. But at the same time, that's exactly what Gunlance needed. It needed ways to just dump damage.
And I think in the damage spike, like in the grand scheme of things, when you look at a minute of perfect gameplay for each weapon, the DPS output for the Gunlance now will probably be able to catch up, if not be more consistent and on par with other weapons, if you can consistently land that move. And then it's burst damage, which means there's going to be bigger inconsistencies, because during the fight or like the dance of it, as you're moving around the monster, if you find more opportunities to fire that specific skill off, you're going to outperform others who will capitalize on the same moments but not be able to input as much damage. I think it's a catch-up help for this weapon.
Reduce cooldowns on your wirebug recovery. Just slap that shit on.
Okay.
It'll probably cost 2 wirebugs for sure.
Like Cosmic said,
Wirebug Whisperer, I think, is going to really help.
We'll fix that. Yeah. Maybe even the G rank sets will have a lot of Wirebug Whisperer naturally on it in combination with other things. Like, they'll do shit like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of armor sets and stuff, so one thing I want to point out in the trailers that they showed with Steve, one cool thing, we got Steve back. I love Sergio's. He's a great fight. But I wanted to point out 2 things about it. One, they changed how bleed works, which is annoying. So if people didn't catch on it, basically bleed isn't like every time you do an action, you take damage.
You get hit, yeah.
Yeah, it builds up a meter like Souls bleed, and then when it when you get hit, you take damage equal to the amount of like meter buildup. But also you could just like crouch to heal it all off anyways. So it's like just don't get hit twice basically. But it's weird, they changed it, so it's like I don't know why they needed to change bleed, but they changed bleed, so that's weird. And then when they did the whole
nullberry it,
or just pop a nullberry, and like as long as you don't get hit, you're fine. So it's like I think bleed is gonna be a lot less punishing than it is.
Was bleed in the earlier games besides World? Was it in?
Steve introduced bleed in 4U. Yeah.
4U. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
because I know in World you could crouch or you could eat the Astera jerky, and that got rid of it. So maybe they were like, well, we don't have Astera jerky, so.
I think Sushi Fish cured it too.
Yes.
That. So, I mean, that was a thing. But yeah, it's just
that was the weird effect of Sushi Fish that everyone was like, that does that? And
yeah, it pops up. And right, Zelda, it wasn't that threatening before, but now it's just weird that it's like it doesn't do anything when you first get bled. Now you have like all the time in the world to cure it until
you know what this is going to introduce if there is a variant of Steve, it's going to be a one-hit bleed. Like that I could see them doing that no problem. They're like, all right, here's the introduction of the mechanic. You're used to it. You got your little sea legs going, and then now they're going to drop a harder version of Steve, and he's going to be like, hey, you're bleeding, you're dead. Bye.
Oh, okay.
And then the other thing I wanted to point out in Steve is like they kind of did like a big segment of, oh my god, Steve is returning. And we had talked about this, like me and Sarah and I in our Steve video, but they didn't mention anything about Steve having special property weapons that roll to sharpen or roll to reload, which I 100% understand them not like mentioning that, but it's like you did a whole showcase on Steve. Wouldn't that hype up more people knowing that they have special weapons? So it made me think, what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't have roll to sharpness weapons anymore? And what if blade scale skill isn't a thing in Sunbreak? And then it's just like he just has normal weapons. How much of a like buzzkill would that be?
Well, if you're new to the Monster Hunter franchise, you'd never know that was a thing unless you're listening to us right now.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, they'd be like, oh no, that people don't know. They don't care about that. It's not a thing.
We didn't say anything,
but they didn't say it, Zelda. That's like, it makes me paranoid when they don't say stuff, because like historically Capcom has spewed everything about the games before they come out just to hype players up. Every little thing gets like leaked out, and now that they
maybe they're like, really just fucking with us. Maybe they're like these people making podcasts. I like we're just not say anything and let chaos ensue, and then everyone else will be like, ah.
No, not bleed on the weapons, Joe. So if you don't know, Steve weapons have a special property they've always had since back when he was released in 4U. Well, that every time you would roll, I think it's when you roll a certain number of times, you regen like 10 points of sharpness. So you can have like a sliver of purple sharpness and then just keep rolling to refresh that. It was fine. And then guns, every time they would roll, they would reload one bullet. That's always been a thing. And it's like, that's a big part of Steve. But
that's what made Steve cool.
Yeah. So like his weapons are good, but they're good because
did they showcase the Steve weapon though? Was someone using a Steve weapon?
They have in some of the trailers. They have been using like the Steve greatsword and stuff.
Have you noticed anything strange during the trailer? No, right?
No.
Okay.
That would solve a lot of my Gunlance problems.
Well, okay, Gunlance shouldn't have sharpness problems. If you put in razor sharp and then you use the counter that he has just to regen sharpness, you should be totally fine. And that's the thing I love about Gunlance.
The counter's really hard for me personally to use though, because it's so fast. Yeah.
It's really
it's like impossible for me to do it in multiplayer. Single player is a different thing.
Yeah,
but multiplayer I can't fucking do it, dude. It's like nope.
Okay, the counters I hate so much because every weapon has the exact same counter animation where like they hunker down and do like the little silkbind thing. And I swear to God, it's because you hunker down that your hitbox shrinks. And so every attack that was gonna hit you, you're like, counter. And they're like, whiff. And you're like, fuck. And you get hit again anyway.
Like just don't have any separate animation. Just stay the same and just like
just keep my hitbox where it is.
Like don't give me a stance. Just put me in the counter.
Yeah, it's so flippin' annoying. And like for heavy bowgun especially, oh my god, it is the worst. Ugh.
If I had a fucking dollar for how many times something whiffed over me when I tried to do that.
And it sucks because like that just is a testament as to how good they made the hitbox. That just a fucking stance change and then all of a sudden nothing can hit you.
Yeah,
nothing can hit you.
Like Rise does have really good hitboxes outside of some special things like Magnum Malo, standing behind Mizu, and like some things that like a hit in the air are kind of janky. But for the most part, the hitboxes in the game are pretty good. And they're so good that a monster will like slap you and you're like,
if you're in between his fingers, if you're right there, he will not hit you.
Ridiculous. So I'm hoping
you're just like, wow, this game is amazing. Like you could say it both ways. You could be like, wow, this game is awesome, or fuck this game.
I stopped using the counter on heavy bowgun because I got hit more than I actually countered stuff. Because I would be like, I'd hunker down, and then it lasts like a second, and the monster would be like, okay, fuck it, slap me in the face. Like, all right, I guess I deserve that.
It's like they knew. They were like, oh, He's doing that thing.
Well, and I feel like Magnum Malo was designed specifically to counter that stuff because all those counters block one hit, but Magnum Malo's like dash through you an explosion does 2 hits.
Yeah.
So if you dash through them and you're close enough to get hit by the explosion, you block the dash through and then die to the explosion. Like, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love Magnum Malo. Wait, what about Magnum Malo? Is he going to get any like variants or whatever?
You know what? He
Any
might.
special version? I hope he does, dude. He's so good. I love him.
Yeah, and like I really like the Magnum Malo fight.
Yes.
I think he's a really good addition. So I would love to see him to get some
He
sort of variant.
needs to have some kind of variant.
I want him to have blue clouds. Just
What if he
give
gets
him
a
blue
bleed
clouds.
variant? Dude, what if he gets a bleed
He
variant?
should have bleed, shouldn't he? Like, he's like a samurai and he's got like his sword tail and stuff. Like, he should have bleed.
Huh.
Dude, I'm
right.
down. Like a bright
Even red
red
clouds,
and black Magnum Malo variant.
Well, like,
Edgy,
Ruiner
edgelord.
Nergigante was literally just like a more hardened spike Ruiner. I would like to see Magnum Malo, but like all his chitin is like just super buffed out, like heavy armored samurai, and maybe he doesn't do like the flame stuff as much anymore. Like it just like extrudes out of his back and like it turns him into like a jet when he like dashes by now.
Yes. Like a mixture of Valstrax.
Yeah, like dragon Magnum Malo, like that. I think that would be
could do some shit
really
like-
cool if he was more dragon element.
Just like a ton of flips in the air the whole fight. Oh, I'm living for it.
Yeah,
I
like
need
he
it.
loses that like cloud variant of himself, and he becomes much more melee.
Just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Acidic Glav was. Like he was much more about the melee and like sharpening of weapons and just going in for it, kind of thing about him. So that was
Yeah, he was
cool.
a weapon. So we have Doramboros, who's like the hammer weapon. We have Glavinus, who is the great sword. Acidic Glav is the long sword. We could have Magnum Malo be a spear, like a lance, like just
like a lamp.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be cool. Like I would love to see a Magnum Malo variant. Now, but here's the real thing. Would you rather see a Magnum Malo variant or the return of Nergigante?
Magnum Malo variant.
Really?
Magnum Malo variant.
What?
Magnum
What?
Malo variant.
Really? Both of you?
Like, yes, because I love Nergi. I love him, but I like Magnum Malo makes Rise fun for me.
And
Like
I
as
love
horrible as
Nergigante
that sounds,
well.
like I want more Magnum Malo.
I love
Magnum Malo
Nergigante
is
in
built for
an Iceborne,
right.
and Magnum Malo is Rise. He is the Nergi of Rise.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, both would be great, dude. I'm not opposed to both, but he said, "Would you rather have?" Because I'd rather have Magnum Malo.
Wow.
I mean, if they pull some fucking Basil shit where they're like, oh, by the way, if you do all of this, Basil Geese, like, all right, if you do all of this, Nergigante.
Okay, but to
wouldn't
be
opposed
fair,
that.
they handled the Basil Goose introduction in Rise so poorly because like they didn't say that he was coming, which was cool.
No.
But as soon as you load it up after the patch, his quest was right there. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess we have Basil Goose. Like, it wasn't like a surprise invasion thing. Like, if they had made you do like a story quest, like kind of like how World did, they made you do like those assignments first. Like, if they had gone out to do an assignment to like investigate the Elder Dragons and then fucking Basil Goose shows up, that would have been something. But the fact that his quest was just there and you can just always see him on the maps now, it was like, okay, it's kind of lame, but
Very odd. Insert into the game for him.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't know,
is a cool
dude.
monster, but I just thought.
Yeah.
I wonder if his Malzeno's all like vampire themed and everything, if you're not going to be able to see him on the map unless you do something special. Like if he hides from your radar on the map.
That'd be cool. Does Chameleos hide on your map? Like, because he
No.
goes in with. Does he not hide? Oh, Gotcha.
Malzeno not being on the
Weird.
map with me. Like, I would say would bring that back. That was one of the things I liked about World, where like you would just see question marks. You didn't actually know what monsters were on the map.
Like kind of
yeah. That was cool.
I like that if like we knew the pattern enough that we're like, all right, if we start in this map, it's always going to load over here, kind of thing, and just know your way around. Because that kind of helped out with like the nostalgia of like being helped, you know? Like
Okay,
I remember
yeah.
jumping into a world for the first time, not knowing diddly fuck about what's going on, and then like Faye would jump in with us and be like, oh, I know where to go, and just I follow her, and they're like, oh, how do you know? Like now everyone's joining in and going, I know the fastest way to get there, and like people are like
Word of
just-
mouth.
Yeah,
So little things like that.
Chameleos did hide on map in older games. I don't think he does in Rise though.
Right.
You just see him all the time. Like,
You got like
invisibility.
permanent psycho serum forever.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so much they could do in Sunbreak that would be good. We kind of branched off with the weapons thing, but let's run through the other weapons really quick. Greatsword. So everyone saw the Greatsword and how crazy like Greatsword looks. Like its non-charged moveset got expanded like crazy.
I can kind of see myself using that. I could see Greatsword coming back for me a little bit. Be like, all right, let's do it. Let's boogie back.
A lot of people have said like they don't like that Greatsword got like obviously a new parry counter thing that every weapon's getting. Yeah, people don't like Sunbreak Greatsword, but like someone else had pointed it out to me, like it might actually open up the window for Elemental Greatsword being a thing, as you're doing a lot more smaller hits, not so much like a true charge slash thing. And so you might be able to dish out more elemental damage that way with this other move set that's using more, non-charged moves. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I could see it. Like, it sounds like okay to me. I'm not a Greatsword main. Yeah, they want to make Greatsword less Unga Bunga and more like Longsword. It seems like it's just like counter and retaliate kind of thing.
Dude, but this move, what's it called? Strong arm stance? You can hold it.
Yeah.
You can hold it. Why can't I hold my Gunlance counter? Can you hold it, or is it just a long, counter?
It looks like it's like a charge up thing. And then like you can
I don't know.
You can counter if like during the charge
As founder
kind of
and
thing.
CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you
Oh
for your
shit,
participation.
someone else donated
and hope
for
we
a
can count on
thing.
you for another round of
Oh
tests.
shit!
Anonymous. $15. What do you have to do for $15, fam? Shave your beard? Cut your hair?
No, but that does.
What do you
get
gotta
me
do?
to the $100 milestone. So the $15 thing was where playing Monster Hunter, I have to delete my current weapon, but they didn't do that because I'm not playing Monster Hunter right now. But it does bring me to my $100 milestone, which is my boot camp number 1. So I need to do my 20 push-ups and 20 crunches, which I'm honestly not sure if I
right
can
now.
do that. Yeah, unfortunately, right now.
Dude, you gotta do it.
So I'm not sure how.
20 push-ups and 20 crunches.
Yeah, I'm not a thing. You guys go to talk. I'm gonna keep the headphones on, but let me go ahead and move out of the way so you guys can.
Dude, let's do this.
See me on the ground here. But yeah, go keep talking.
Moko, what should we talk about while Phem does his workout?
I mean, we gotta.
This is just should we assess his form? It's good form.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's back
Really
pretty
good form.
straight. Everything's he's planking pretty good there.
Dude, you can't don't hunch your back, dude. Your back's got to be straight.
I'm falling over already.
Hey, the bottom of his feet are mad clean. Look at the mirror. That's dope.
Dude, you can't show your feet. That's against TOS, man. Put some socks on.
Put some socks
Sam, that's
on,
not
bro.
a whole crunch. What are you doing? You gotta go all the way down. Push up. Your nose has to touch the floor.
My nose has to touch the floor.
This does not count, dude. This doesn't count.
It's like butt
Start
comes
over.
up with his back. It counts as 2.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
can't
new
use.
turrets, not defective. Ace of
I don't
fours.
know.
The best hand.
I guess we should have kept
Unbeatable.
count. Start over. Oh my god, you got a raid in the middle of a push-up. Hi, Oni. Welcome. How's it going? We're doing Phemeto's doing a charity stream. We're doing a podcast talking about Sunbreak. Make sure you guys go return the love to Oni Baloney.
Okay, so sorry, yeah, thank you for the raid. After
He's working out.
Well, so after taking the shot of whiskey and been drinking my wine all day, I kind of blacked out a little bit during the push-ups.
And now you gotta do crunches.
Now you have to do them over again. I'm sorry, we don't make the rules.
Hold on, I gotta work up the courage to do the crunches. Because
he's got this.
Phemeto met his goal.
Oops.
He's
You
trying to
trapped
do
yourself. I guess that's
one of
it
his
then.
goals. Yeah.
Thanks for testing. You may as well
We
lie down.
promise we're
and get
talking about
acclimated
Monster
to the
Hunter.
being
This
dead
is just a
position.
slight derail.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, that hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. But anyway, so we got crunches to do.
Crunches.
Do You gotta do 20? Okay, 1,
Yeah.
2. Please don't hurt yourself. Oh, you can't hear us anymore. 3, 4.
Look at that focus.
This is actually really good form. This is a better crunch that I could do. You work out, Moko?
Not much, but I do a lot of detailing outside, so I am doing a lot of squatting. I'm doing a lot of squatting out there.
Doing some squats. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
man.
You think you could do 20 push-ups and 20 crunches right now?
Right now?
Just curious, like, could you do it?
Could I do it?
Could
Probably.
you do it? Okay.
Probably.
I
Would
could
I
do...
want to?
No, you don't have to. I'm just... I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I could do maybe 1 push-up and 1 crunch, and then I'd be done. I think we were supposed to count.
Fuck.
You're done, Fem. You're done, honey. You did it.
200. You did it.
I've only done like
Great
13.
job. Can we all just applaud him?
Fuck, he counted. He said 13
We need,
hands fading
we
fast.
need him for the rest of the podcast, dude, because I can't lead this shit. Fem, please come back. Don't hurt yourself.
Fem's just yep.
He's really trying. Bless his heart. Fem, you're done. You're done.
Listen, that
Somebody help him.
That liver snack you had counted as like 10 crunches. Like, you're
What
good.
if he just passes out on the floor for the rest of the podcast?
I can hear you guys. I can't. do
Is
the
passing
last
out
couple.
against TOS.
Good job, Fem. Can you... Fem, I think you're good, man. You're good. You're done. Good
I'm
job.
not done.
He did it.
Give me like 5 minutes. Give me like 5 minutes.
I feel like you did way more than 20 crunches, dude. You did like
know.
40.
I did like 13.
Might even think
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
do 400 crunches in one stream.
Dude, it
Yeah.
felt like you did so many more than
I
that.
know, I can't pay for them.
You did it.
But
You beat
thank
working
you
out.
for the anonymous donation. We got our first milestone.
Come on,
I'm
guys,
doing-
keep it going. We gotta make him
I'm doing
shave his
charity stream
beard.
for today and tomorrow for Stack Up. We're gonna be donating all this to help veterans and active duty military people get their mind off of active duty by giving them the gift of video games and getting out of the place to go do video game events like GDQ and
This man,
other stuff. But
what a legend.
today we're doing podcast stuff in the middle, and I don't know what we're talking about.
Yay.
So I blacked out a little bit during the push-ups.
Ooh. Well, I mean, you've been drinking too.
That's the problem. I honestly,
I know.
I made the stuff low because I knew I was gonna be drinking, and I'm gonna have to
You
finish
know,
those
Fem
other
just
stuff.
answered the question I had in my mind. Why don't people work out drunk?
Yeah,
Like, that's
Well-
why.
that's why.
That's probably why.
What were we talking about?
Good job, Fem. We were talking
Something
about.
weapons.
We
Weapons
were
doing the
talking
weapon
about.
things.
Greatsword
I
was
don't
our
know what
next
crunches
topic.
are, apparently. I thought those were crunches.
Do you want to move on from Greatsword? Because I think we've all spoke our piece on that.
Word.
How about light bowgun?
Oh god, let me talk about fucking light bow guns.
Let's go. Let's hear
Fuck
it.
the light bow gun shit. I am so mad about the light bow gun. I hate everything about it. So every other weapon got like some new like mechanical stylish thing to like, you know, for their flow of combat, for like just new stuff to do. But nah. Light bow gun, we get counter mines, which would have been cool. I'm okay with counter mines, but it's a silk mine. It's not a switch skill for the land mines, which is dumb because we have special ammo switch skills for heavy bowgun, so why not do it for the light bowgun? But not only that, but they specifically pointed out on the website that the counter mine does no damage. They had to put an emphasis on that. It doesn't do very much damage. Which is like, why would you have to point that out? It's like, okay, whatever. So they have.
Does it really need to do damage though? Because light bowgun's already pretty good.
Yes, it does because of one other thing. Because light bowguns already do good damage, we don't need to use counter mines to dodge stuff. We can strafe through damn near every attack already anyway.
Right.
So what's the point of using the counter mine if it doesn't do any damage and we could just walk around attacks anyways? There's no point to it. So that was stupid. And then it was like, hey, here's critical firepower, a switch skill for normal shooting that increases your recoil level by presumably 2 levels and gives you 30% more damage. And it's like, That does nothing for us. It's literally just a damage shuffle around. It doesn't change your gameplay at all. It doesn't add anything to the game.
I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of
Yay, Dolly! Thank you.
Dolly Llama got eat a dog treat. All right, I'll give you.
What kind of dog treat do you want, Dolly?
I'll give you a choice. I had dried liver earlier, which I did not particularly be fond of. I've got smoked bacon chunklets, and I got peanut butter chunks, and I don't know which is the worst of them.
Please just don't do this if you're gonna vomit, because if you vomit, I will vomit. Like, I'm that person. Like, if I see somebody puke, I'm gonna puke. Fem, are you gonna puke?
No.
It'll be.
I will ever puke before. Okay, so we got.
I will assume the
we got
role of
meat
host.
chunklets.
Y'all puke. We got
No,
this.
wait, that was Owl. That wasn't Dolly Llama.
No, it was Dolly.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Right. So we got peanut butter chunks. So we got one of these things going.
Okay.
No, I've never puked. I drink a lot, Alexander. I don't puke. I tough it out.
So
Yeah,
these
but you
guys
almost
got
puked the other dog treat.
I did. Those liver ones are really
alcohol
bad.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Don't press that button.
Yeah, it's the
Peanut butter
alcohol.
You don't know what you're doing.
and working out.
So we got
This is all in this man's
a
What
peanut
doesn't
butter
look very
dog
good?
treat.
dry as fuck,
I'm
bro.
scared. Do you have water?
No.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Oh, God damn it. Please.
It looks chewy.
You know what?
Update on the flavor?
These aren't terrible.
Really? Is it
tastes
just
like
mostly peanut butter?
It tastes like sawdust,
Okay. That's not bad.
which is a lot better than the liver ones, I gotta say.
Okay.
It's really hard
Thank God.
to swallow. My body's like, don't fucking swallow that.
Cosmic liquor, dog treats, and exercise. I cannot see this going poorly at all.
Just take a drink and, like, just get it down with a drink.
Yeah, Cosmic, I will drink water. I don't have water, but I will get water. Oh, wait.
You should get water.
I do have water. I have water, wine, whiskey, mimosa mix, and dog food.
Great setup.
That wasn't the worst thing, to be honest.
Okay.
Those liver ones are really bad. I almost couldn't
Maybe
swallow
just the
that.
texture was bad? Like, just the...
No, like, the peanut butter ones taste like sawdust. They're just powdery. The liver ones were stiff. Like, it's dried liver.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. So anyway,
All right.
I hate the light bowgun
Someone
shit.
give him a bacon
I don't
treat.
know. Faye, you play bowgun. What did you think about it?
About light bowgun?
Yeah.
I haven't touched light bowgun in Rise.
Oh.
I haven't touched it.
Just
yeah,
any?
surprisingly. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of whatever for me. Like the counter mine. It's cool.
Because people are weird, Alexander. That's why.
Talis Amaranth said, on behalf of active duty and vets everywhere, I want to say thanks for supporting Stackup.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry to read your chat earlier.
Oh, that's
A little
okay.
busy, but
I just want to
yeah,
make sure you
happy to
saw
help.
that.
Like I said before, I have a kind of a personal connection to active duty military people. I had a friend that was an active duty combat mech and medic. So I don't say mech, medic.
A mech?
I'm drinking a little bit. Leave me alone. He was a
Alright.
medic, and then when he came back, he never got the attention that he needed, and he kind of snapped one day, and now he's in jail. But yeah,
Oh.
it happens. But yeah, happy to help wherever I can. But anyways,
Is there an incentive to see your feet?
there is, because people
Just
are
fully
weird.
feet?
Yeah.
But
Didn't we see your
how close
feet a
are
minute
we
ago?
to this,
How?
friends? How close are we? Can we get there?
No, it's like an actual. It's not a milestone. It's an actual just incentive thing. I don't expect people to do it. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, we already saw them, just not up close.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know it's
so
her.
yeah, so light bowgun, I'm not a fan of. Moko, did you play light bowgun in Rise?
Light bowgun is
Yeah, you
my
played a lot of it.
jam. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is my jam and Rise. That and
Are
bow.
you stoked?
And if the countermine, I'm gonna just keep on playing the same gameplay I know. And if I get tossed into a corner, something messes with me enough that warrants a new skill or like a subversion of what I normally do with the weapon, then I'll be more than happy to initiate that. But until I see that moment where, like, hey, if I'm fighting X scenario, I have to use a countermine, I will probably not be doing it. Will I be doing some of the other skill, maybe with the skill swap? Maybe.
Yeah.
I like my damage one because I'm weak. I'm a healer. Yeah.
Well, and the damage is going to be good. Obviously,
Nice.
it's like heavy bowgun scope for light bowgun. We're getting 30% damage. It's going to be crazy. It's just how many bowguns are going to be able to take advantage of it, because it is going to cost 2 levels of recoil, just like the elemental reload is 2 levels of reload speed. So we'll see. But here's the thing: if it was like Iceborne's Countermind, will the monster have to hit it to deal maximum damage? Maybe Zelda.
As founder
and that's
and
actually
CEO
oh god.
of Amateur Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we
Oh.
can count on you for another round of tests.
Oh, what was that?
Whoa, Cosmic Latte, $50 dono.
Okay, so Cosmic Latte,
Thanks,
you want me
Cosmic.
to actually like take a shot, or do you want me to do a drinky drink? And I appreciate the donation very much, sir.
What's the difference? What's a drinky drink?
Well, he actually wanted me
water.
to drink water. So I was
Right, okay.
like,
Bless
take care of yourself.
you.
Okay. I do have
Cosmic
one. Thank you,
Latte.
Cosmic.
Aw, bless
I do have a
you.
cup
Yes,
of water here
this.
that I was avoiding.
Bless you, sir.
But thank you very much for donations.
Oh, that's so sweet. Bless you.
Cleanse thy palate. Cleanse thy palate.
You'll finally get that liver treat out of my mouth. It's been stuck in my teeth.
Oh. Ooh. You need to
Ugh.
go brush your teeth or something.
I'll brush my teeth when I'm done. Okay.
I was about to say, he'll go brush his teeth, someone will donate something else to make him eat another dog treat when he
Yeah.
comes back.
Oh, God.
That's how
Good point.
shit
Good
happens.
point.
That's how it
Yep.
happens.
So the thing about the light bowgun is that I would have really liked it to be like World's Countermines, where it just used your landmine, because that would be cool. And then if we got the silk bind to do the I forget what it is, like explosive retreat or explosive geyser from GU. It's a light bowgun art where you jump back and lay a bunch of landmines. I think that would have been cool, because we would have a pair of explosive evasion moves that we could use to, get out of combat without actually, having to use a roll, and we can get some damage in at the same time. It would be just a lot of free damage we can get while evading properly. But
Right.
instead, we got a really high evasion, low damage skill, and then just number increases. And I was like, well, that's no fun. I would have loved the active, like, explosive evade style of light bowgun. That would have been a lot more fun to me.
Well, it's like with any of these weapons, when it comes to applying new skills like that, I guess it's being tackled from the perspective of
Founder and CEO of
skill
Amateur Science, I
ceilings
thank
and
you
such,
for your
like
participation
high risk, high
and hope we
reward.
can
So like
count on you
where
for
it's
another
easier
round of
to
tests.
nice Dolly, where it's easier to
All right, Dolly.
dodge something but not get as much damage out of it. So it's like low skill ceiling, low reward.
Jerk.
I wish we always have a different version with the fucking
I'll get you a big one.
oh, the liver one. I'm watching it. Oh, I have to stop.
I'll be
I can't-
honest.
I can't look.
These liver treats are not fun. I didn't think it was going to be them. Oh, you want to do bacon?
He wants to do the bacon one.
Okay, I haven't had these ones.
Thank God.
These
Okay,
bacon bites.
okay. Llama, you're good, Llama.
I'm waiting for him to say this is pretty good for one
The
of these.
peanut butter one wasn't that bad, honestly. The liver one was.
Yeah, but the fact that you said it was like sawdust really just doesn't
that's
really.
a lot better than the liver.
But
I'm
that's
telling
what he
you.
liked.
Okay,
Alright,
fair.
Sawdust,
So we
but
got-
he's okay with
We
that.
got
Fair,
bacon
fair.
treats. But,
Okay, 2. He's got 2 of them.
yeah, they're a little
Real
small.
legend. Mm-hmm. Still, it's like salt and bacon. That's what I'm like imagining?
Nope.
Uh-oh,
Nope.
it's no good. Oh,
No.
No, ew.
oh.
It's like it tastes like really bad jerky, like
Uh-huh.
jerky that was like rotten.
You gotta make a tier list.
I gotta make a dog food tier list.
Do it.
Yeah, they are pungent, Joe. Like, yeah, they're really bad. I still think the liver one's probably the worst, but that one's not good either. Yeah, it tastes like really bad, like sour jerky.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well, now you tried all of them,
I have
right?
tried all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have one other one. It's like a really big dog treat. I don't
Oh
know
my
if I was gonna
God.
eat like half of one, but like these ones are pretzel flavored, but they're like huge.
Please don't eat that.
Yeah, they're like huge
Please.
things.
What the hell is it? What flavor is this?
It says it's pretzel, but like it doesn't fucking look like a pretzel. So
Fucking what?
I have dogs, man. They like dog food. So anyway,
Yeah, but if that was pretzel flavored, I think there'd be little bits of salt on it or something.
no, dogs don't know
Okay.
what pretzel flavor is.
Fair.
You know, that begs me a question. Why do we have any of these fucking flavored things? They don't know what that is.
Nope. We know what that is.
Maybe just to incentivize the buyer. Like, oh,
probably.
I like pretzels.
I love peanut
I'm going to buy
butter,
this
so
pretzel
here you
thing
go,
for my
dog.
dog.
Yeah. Okay. Why is the dog getting tears so
Why
low?
is the
Honestly,
dog-
I thought I would be able to handle more of them. I didn't think they were going to be that bad. But, I mean, food for thought. Last time when I did, like, the Charity Hunter stream for St. Jude, I had, it's every $20 or something to eat a whole habanero, like, raw, just bite into it.
Oh, God.
That was a rough day.
No, thank you.
remember that.
How the hell
Yeah.
did you manage that? No, thank
It was
you.
bad.
That was something else.
What other weapons haven't we talked about in Sunbreak, though?
I'm on heavy bowgun now.
Oh, heavy bow. Okay, Faye, let me hear about your take on heavy bowgun.
I'm excited for it. I mean, I think it's going to be cool.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's it.
Moko?
I used heavy bowgun probably twice, and then I went back to light bowgun. So
I don't know.
There's
Well,
much.
maybe give me this because why is everyone saying it's going to be like cheese, like Valor heavy bowgun was?
So, it's not without warrant, because basically we are getting Valor heavy bowgun from GU. Like, that's the siege
But
mode.
how? But how are they similar?
Did you play GU much? Like, Valor heavy
I
bowgun?
did.
Okay.
I played Valor heavy bowgun for like a day, and then everyone like bullied me off of it because it was.
Because it's
As founder
overpowered.
and
So,
CEO
Yeah.
of Amateur Science, I thank
But
you.
like I didn't really like. I don't remember.
We can count
I'm asking like,
another
why is it?
round of
Oh shit!
sorry, wait, did I not? Mine didn't update for that.
what are we hitting with, Dolly? What are we hitting with?
Oh, we got another one for dog treat. Oh God. Okay.
Ugh.
Which one do you want? But anyway, as you decide that, so heavy bowgun, Valor heavy bowgun, basically it just has insane rate of fire for shooting because its siege mode ramps up as you get more shots into it, so you can get really fast rate of fire. And Valor heavy bowgun, even by Rise's standard, shoots like 50% faster than our normal fire rate. So it's a huge amount of damage increase. Now, the reason why I don't think it's going to be as broken is we're not going to get the slide and roll like Valor Heavy Bowgun had. We're just going to get, like, it's a hold to go into it. It's because it replaces charge shots for Heavy Bowgun. So it's just hold fire to do it.
Can you move when you do this?
No, you have to sit still.
Nope.
And I think it'll be good, but because it's got this weird startup time where you have to, like, raise your gun and hold the charge for it to, like, prompt you to go into it, and you have to hold it until, like, you're done and then roll out of it. I think there's going to be enough end time, starting the animation, ending the animation, that it's actually going to not be that much more rate of fire compared to standard shooting. So I think it'll be good. I don't think it's going to be as busted as people think it's going to be.
I'm happy that we're getting that. I'm getting that. I'm excited for it. But like I need to be like doing it to know
That skill
if
will
I like
actually
it or
prompt
not.
me to use it. That skill will prompt me to use
Really?
it.
And it's going to be
Yeah.
good. And I'm going to eat this pretzel one.
I think skill-wise, like Fem said, it's not going to change the DPS as much because the rate of fire with the cooldown and the startup time that does not look appetizing. Wow. So yeah, doing the cooldown like that. But I think in terms of like stacking up procs, that might be phenomenal. Like if you're trying to do stuns on a monster and you have to get X amount of hits in before the stun happens, if you can figure out how to time that move, you might be able to get your stuns off a lot easier. How does that taste, bro?
I can't swallow it.
Wow.
I think this is worse.
Which one
than
did
the
he
liver
eat?
one.
Did you eat a different
This
flavor?
is
Which one
the
did you?
pretzel one.
The pretzel one? Oh god.
He said
The
it's
whole
worse than
thing?
the liver.
Oh my god.
It's bad. So the problem with this one is that it turns to mush really quick and it just sticks to everything in my mouth. So I can't get it out of my mouth.
So like, just everyone imagine, like you give this to your dogs and they love it.
It does not taste like pretzel.
So nasty, man. I'm gonna puke
Bruh.
too. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was bad. The peanut butter ones I can tolerate. And then yeah, we'll do like a tier list. And then the bacon ones aren't as bad. And then the liver ones, but that's a big gap between those two. And then I think the pretzel ones are the worst.
I don't know.
We have to do like an alcohol pairing for these.
Yeah.
Whiskey with the liver. So I can
That's
just
a great
wash that
question.
away.
Uh-huh.
Peanut butter treat. I think I could just deal with water because it tastes like sawdust. I think that would be a good way to just wash that down. The bacon bites. I think a red wine would go good with the bacon.
I was about to say a red wine.
Come on.
And then the pretzel bites. I just don't want the pretzel bites.
Yo, you just steered the fuck out of all these treats, bro.
Amazing. That's a great question.
Wow. That got me thinking.
That's bad. Thank you everyone for your contributions. I do appreciate it.
I'm excited for the heavy bowgun.
I am too, actually.
I am. Like,
yeah.
We needed like a something new. Like heavy bowgun just needed something new, and
because
that's really all I can say.
Heavy bowgun rice is cool, but it's
needed.
boring because all you do is shoot. Because charged shots are useless. They need to do some skill to fix that. Shoulder check is the best thing I've ever added to heavy bowgun. I fucking love shoulder check, and that's the only thing they got. But now that
I really like the counter though. Like I love the counter. That is the most fun thing ever. But like it is frustrating. Like I'm with you, dude. It's fucking frustrating as fuck when you go into the crouch and they whiff. But when it actually lands, it's like the most hype shit in the world.
It's really cool, but then because I also play spread heavy bowgun a lot, it throws you so far out of critical distance. I have to run.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like it's just annoying.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I just needed something that separated heavy bowgun hard from light bowgun, and other than the bigger shot.
That's the problem I have too, because light bowgun gets a 30% damage bump just straight up across the board. That's gonna make it like it already does the same damage as heavy bowgun. It's just gonna be stronger than heavy bowgun now.
Yep.
I think this is something that heavy bowgun needed.
You're right.
It needed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was say short hops are appreciated. Being able to sidestep with a heavy bowgun is pretty fucking good too. I love evading with sidesteps. It is good. And know what's funny? Heavy bowgun can infinitely sidestep. As long as you have stamina, you could sidestep any amount of times you want after you shoot. Whereas like Lance gets 3 steps maximum, and Gunlance gets 2. Heavy bowgun.
So if I keep refilling your stamina, you could just go for days.
Yeah, like if you have like Constitution and stuff, you could literally just slide like 10 times, just boop, 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 as much as you want. It's crazy, right?
I love that.
Yeah, that was actually a nice little touch.
So heavy bowgun's cool. We did all the gunner stuff. What about charge blade and switch axe?
Those I really can't comment too much on.
Oh, sorry, we didn't talk about setting sun for heavy bowgun. I'm hit and miss on it. I think it's going to be a good art because it slows down our projectiles. It's going to be really good for elemental pierce and pierce, obviously.
Sorry, what's setting sun?
That's the new silkbind they have that puts the ring up in front of you that you shoot through, and then it slows down your projectiles.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry.
So that's going to be cool because it's going to make elemental pierce or heavy bowgun be really, really good. I just think it's weird that they gave a silkbind that literally affects only 4 different MOs. It's just pierce, elemental pierce, dragon, and then wyvern snipe special MO, and that's it. So it's like I don't know if there's favoritism there or what, but like that's all it's gonna work on. So I like it, but you know I just thought it was a weird addition.
Well, which ammos does it work for?
That's all the pierce. So basically, what it does is when you shoot through it, it slows down your projectile velocity. So pierce will have more time to like deal ticks in like the first things that you hit, like chew through the faces and stuff. That's why it's gonna be good. So you can just dump way more clips into like.
But it doesn't work for slicing?
Well, no, because slowing down the slicing projectile doesn't do anything for it.
Okay.
You get extra hits because you're slowing it down so it gets more time in the monster. You're not actually gaining extra hits out of it. Like, you can't shoot spread through a ring and get more bullets out of it. You're not just going to duplicate bullets. All it does is slow stuff down. Because it's the same, it has the same wording as the Power Barrel mod in World. Power Barrel, for heavy bowgun, says this specifically boosts pierce damage, just like Setting Sun does, or Setting Sun says it specifically adds, damage to hits. But what they both really do, what they both really do is just slow down your projectiles so that you get more hits in on those multi-hit ammo like pierce.
Okay.
So it's gonna be good. Like I'm not saying it's bad. It's gonna be great.
No, yeah.
It's just weird that it works on literally just Pierce ammo. I'm like, why that? Why didn't we get heavy bowguns like Nova bomb thing that they had in GU as a silk bind?
I don't know. I've never seen that.
You have it?
No.
Oh my god! I'm gonna see if I can't find it. Hold on.
I can. What's it called?
I think it's like Supernova or something. I forget.
Nova gun. It's in GU.
Yeah, it's a Gen GU art thing. It looks sick. It's never really been all that great, just because it takes a long time. The accuracy is weird, but it's really cool.
Not seeing it.
I forget what it's called.
Anyone know what it's called in chat?
Iron Fist, maybe they might do something with related to like the new arena quests and stuff like that. Kind of like how we got maybe the piece of armor that works for. Oh, by the way, I hope they actually make the bow skill, the true charge shot, an actual skill instead of just being.
How much? Oh, actually, here we go.
Supernova.
Like it might be tied behind something else.
I got
Iron Fist, like a complete thing.
I'll go ahead and put it in chat. That's basically
Thank
just
you.
Number one there. It's just a big Nova. It's super cool. But anyway, I forget what we were saying.
Mighty Bow, man.
Oh, Mighty Bow. I just want to bet
skill.
we're gonna get a Mighty Bow feather that literally just for G rank, and it's just the same thing but with more armor.
Don't fuck with me, man. No, no. I want options.
Dude, this is dope.
Yeah, the Supernova thing was really cool. I liked it a lot. I wish we had gotten that instead.
Oh my god. What?
It's a big bomb.
This is so cool. It would have been perfect for Rise.
Right? But no, we got a ring instead for Pierce ammo. But again, I don't hate the ring. I think it's gonna be good. I love it. It's just we could have had some cooler stuff, like some stylish things, because it's not as like hype and grand as some other like weapon arts and stuff that things get. It's just like, hey, put a ring up in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget, like, I'm just coming from World. Like, I played GU, but not for very long. So the stuff that they're showing in Rise is so like new and extra for me because it's so different from World. So anything that was in the previous games, I can't really compare, because I don't really know.
Honestly, most of the older games played more like World, where it was very plain and basic. It was just Gen and GU.
GU seemed like it had so much more variety and.
Well, and yeah, that was GU. GU's crazy.
Right. Well, I don't know. I'm excited.
I'm excited for Heavy Bowgun. So we need to talk about Switch Axe and Charge Blade. I'm not super familiar with the way those weapons play, to be honest. So I can't really comprehend what the showcases were trying to convey to me. So does anyone else have any more thought on those?
I didn't use them that much in Rise. I did not use them that much in Rise.
So let's see. Charge Blade gets Ready Stance.
Charge Blade.
Binds sword and axe together with Iron Silk. I don't know what I'm looking at when I watch this because I don't really know much about the weapon. Sorry, everyone. Chat, thoughts? Thoughts?
From what I've seen, the Charge Blade was like a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And
counter peak performance.
Switch Axe is gonna be very strong when you see motion value. Switch Axe always looks stylish as fuck. I love the way Switch Axe plays. I just obviously not a melee player, but I love the way Switch Axe is.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, I played it a little bit in Base World. But yeah, I'm looking at the Charge Blade trailer right now, and yeah, like I don't see like
I don't know what I'm
like
looking
Charge
at.
Blade, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's a Charge Blade, all right.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Switch Axe has got a counter to do its elemental discharge. That's the cool shit. And
Switch Axe, yeah, actually.
Yeah, Switch
That's
Axe
gonna be
does
at
look
least a different viable thing to do for the power files, actually.
because Switch Axe needed something. Like Switch Axe has always had problems with like mobility and stuff. It's always been like slow and up there. But now that it actually gets a counter, because every weapon gets a counter, it should be able to be like up in the fray a lot safer. So that's actually cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're giving counters to everything.
Is there a weapon that doesn't have a counter? I guess. Well,
No.
No, I don't think so. How do you feel about Almudron getting a variant? I just want to hear you vent about
Honeyhorn. Okay, Honeyhorn doesn't have a counter. Hammer does have a counter. Hammer does. Hammer's water stance is a counter.
Yeah, Hammer's water stance.
Guard point it. Honeyhorn has got mad iframes on its breakdancing move, so I guess that's not a counter. Bow does have dodge bolt, which is a counter.
So, fucking Almudron.
Yeah, it's just innovation. Yeah, Almudron. Why the fuck did we get? Like,
Why?
We could have had Ignactor. We could have had something else, but we get fucking fire version that looks worse than the space form.
But
here's the thing. Go ahead.
What if they gave it the seething basil?
There's no what if.
And they actually fixed.
I don't know because basil, like base basil wasn't that bad. Just seething basil is a lot cooler. Almudron just sucks. And plus, my thing is, I feel like it's just universally disliked by the community. It's a generally hated monster. So why did they choose to just not care and make an Almudron?
Okay, here's my pessimistic view.
No one wants to fight that.
The reason why my pessimistic brain thinks that we have the subspecies for Almudron, Bishatin, and what other subspecies did we get? Oh, and Somnicanth, is because they didn't want to put in Zamtrios, Tetsukabra, and Ignactor. I feel like they were like, oh, you know what? That's going to take effort.
Oh, really?
Like, we're just going to fucking reskin them. And like, here, this is basically an Ignactor, right? It's a fire Leviathan. Or here's a new ice monster. Like, we don't need a fucking Zamtrios. Or here's, I don't know what the fuck Blood Orange Bishatin's supposed to be. It's just like another explosive monster. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like we're not going to get any, like, cool returning monsters because they're just going to give us these subspecies instead. So that's why I feel like they brought in Almudron, because they're like, we're not going to bring in Ignactor. So here you go.
Fair enough. See, I'm excited for Somnicanth variant as well. I am a Somnicanth.
Oh, I don't like Somnicanth either.
I love Somnicanth. It's just very odd that they chose like that one.
Yeah. Like, no...
It's odd choices is all.
No Gossarog. I feel like we're going to get a Gossarog subspecies. I feel like they're keeping that one hidden, because that's another, like, fan favorite one that'd be like, no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Zelda, you didn't like Ignactor? You don't like Clickety Clacks? He is the coolest Leviathan. No, like, he's not Clickety Clacks.
Is that I hope that fight... that it just doesn't fucking go into some lava area where we can't fucking go to it. Like, we can't attack it at all. Like, I know it was bad before where, like, Almudron would go in the mud all the time, but at least you're walking in it and you can, like, fight it. But
oh, no, you'll still be able to walk into it. It's going to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Well, and, like, you see that he's got, like, a supernova move now with, like, his mud ball thing, but it's, like, a magma bomb that, like, explodes into the entire area. Like, why do they have to give all these monsters a supernova? Like, everything gets, like, appears a big, like, zone-wide explosion. Like,
I don't mind it.
Force you into using the counters, bro.
Know,
yeah,
right?
I don't mind it. I think that's cool.
Can you imagine if they brought, like, a Lachionne back and you're like, oh, you're going to do escalation? I'm just going to counter it.
I feel like it would be cool if Somnicanth, this is a random thought, random Somnicanth banter. It would be cool if Somnicanth was, like, a huge, like, just, like, 50 times the size that it already is.
Why?
No? Because it will be cool.
Why?
And that's all I got. Because I just think it will be sick. I just want to fight a big Somnicanth.
I'm pretty sure they'll come out with an event quest like that, like what they did with the giant monsters and the tiny monsters, like a giant Somnicanth.
Yeah.
All I can imagine is like the ice map right now, where it's like it's over by the boat.
That's so sick.
And it's just like this just giant thing that like it's as big as the boat, and it just like goes on its back and brings out like its explosive clamshell, and it just blows up the entire region.
I would absolutely love that.
Or like you can jump on the Somnicanth as it's sailing away, and like you can actually stand on it.
What if? Wait, hear me out. We're on a boat, okay? We're on a boat sailing, and then the big stone, and you gotta fight him on a boat, and you gotta shoot like the thing in 3U.
Gen Moran.
It's sand.
Yeah.
But it's Somnicanth in the water.
But it's Somnicanth.
And you got, come on, that's sick. I would actually be stoked to use like siege weapons to shoot.
Like Somnicanth?
I don't giant jellyfish.
Because it's such a cool looking monster. It's so cool looking.
The giant jellyfish in the
just like Chris
background,
Pratt.
I'm all for it.
Is that a jellyfish?
And that's how I feel.
It looks like a jellyfish, like that thing all the way in the back. I think.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Zelda, I think Fatalis will be back. Fatalis has been in every G-Rank Monster Hunter game, so I assume at some point he'll be back, yeah.
Fucking Somnicanth.
I'm just so ready for this to be a thing, and I think it would be really cool.
I honestly really wanted Zamtrios to come back, but he's not
But
Zamtrios is the shark, puffy shark dude?
Yeah, he's Fat Shark. Yeah. Because honestly, like, we would be able to have the frog trio. We would have Tetranodon, Zamtrios, and Tetsukabra as our 3 frogs. Can I have those, please? Come on. Just give me my frogs.
It's weird that Tetsukabra's just in the hub.
I know, he wasn't in fucking stories.
Why aren't they, like, why isn't he even in the map somewhere? To like, what the hell? Why is he not a fightable mon? Very odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the Tetsukabra he's on will go on a rampage and grow up, and we have to like fight it in a quest to bring it back.
He's been the villain the whole time.
Yo.
You know?
Hojo's just missing one day.
Do you guys think Narwa and Ibushi are gonna come back as like another like boss form? Well, actually, that wouldn't be possible because we killed them in the story.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the fucking weird thing that I don't like about Narwa and Ibushi. Like, yeah,
they fucking suck, dude. I hate them.
Narwa ate Ibushi, and then we killed Narwa. That should be a thing.
I fucking hate them so much.
Why do they have the ability to telepathically communicate with the hub maiden girls?
I don't know, dude.
And, like, what was the point of that at all? Like, they didn't say anything about that going forward. Why? I
completely agree. I don't know. I hate it. I really just don't like it.
The story is so dumb.
No
sense. They just wanted to be like, oh my god, they're brainwashing the girls. We have to save them.
Save the waifus.
Word.
Speaking of
that's
that,
literally
though,
what it.
The other thing that they did show that we didn't talk about is NPC quests, where you get to hunt. It's single player only single player, and you get to do waifu hunts.
Waifu hunts.
It's what it is. They know what the fuck they're doing. It's waifu hunts. They're trying to make Monster Hunter a dating simulator. It's gonna be going the same way as Fire Emblem. It starts out, it's a game, and they're like, no. Waifus. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh man.
As much as
waifus.
As much as I don't like that they added like specifically a single player offline mode, like they put in all this effort to that, which seems weird, but it's like I would be okay with it if every single NPC had their own like quest line of stuff they had to do that granted you their armor and weapons at the end that you could make. Something to chase through. That would be okay, because everyone like specializes in a specific weapon or whatever. I'd be okay with that. Otherwise, if it's just like, hey, here's like one quest for each NPC that you can do, like pick one of your NPCs, I think that'd be really stupid. Like, I don't know. Why is it a thing? Does anyone else like think about these waifu hunts? Like, I thought it was like the weirdest
I don't
thing
think anyone asked for it though.
Did they do it to help people that don't want to play online? Like, is that why?
So here's the thing that I was thinking about that. So Monster Hunter was made to be a multiplayer game. Like, they were like, Capcom sat down before Monster Hunter came out. Like, we need to make like a multiplayer like co-op game for the console.
Right.
That's how Monster Hunter started. It's always been a multiplayer focused game. And now it's like, we are going to have these offline hunts where you're going to teach people to sit back and let the NPCs do everything and promote corner horning and letting them do shit. So we're going to have that group of people, and then we're going to have everybody that plays online comparing everybody else at shit to the NPCs. All you've done was give more people fodder to like judge each other with. That's it.
What if? Yeah, I was gonna say, what if the computers on the single player hunts are like very bad NPC, like protection quests where like they'll take your carts, like they will take your 3 carts if you don't beat the monster fast enough.
They don't cart. They don't cart. We already know you can walk up to them and do like a slap on the ass and revive them. It's what it is. You didn't see? You literally slapped them on the ass to revive them.
I didn't see. No, you don't.
Yes, you really do. Fucking go look at it.
Like you actually spank them?
Yeah, you do.
Post this shit. I didn't see this.
I'm gonna fucking find it.
Chat? I'm sorry, I have not seen this.
It's a fucking thing. Let's look at
I honestly thought this was for like that they had it in mind for people that just don't want to play online and like are maybe struggling. I don't know.
Well, sometimes even people that want to play single player, like solo, now you're giving them and forcing them into a potential avenue that they have to play.
It's the Elden Ring summoning effect.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can't find it. I'm looking at the digital event right now.
I killed the Elden Beast yesterday, by the way, for the first time. It was mad fun.
Oh, congrats,
I just realized
dude.
chats were disabled for the Sunbreak event. That's funny.
So, you actually did we find the video?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to find the clip.
So if you hunt with Minato and she carts or faints, you spank her?
Yep, and then they come back. They don't eat your carts. Trying to find the exact clip.
Please. Like, my man says spanks. So, nah, man. You can't spank. Nah, man.
Do they spank you back?
No. That's how you just get them up. I'm trying to find the clip. I saw the clip. Yeah, I saw the clip. I've got to find it in the stupid digital event.
Like,
came in or heard spanks.
Like spank, bro. Like, if you're carting in real life and the ambulance shows up, they're not spanking you.
I swear to God, if I watch this and it's just like a light tap on the back and you guys are like, oh, you spank them, I'm going to be very mad. If it's not an actual spank.
I'm going to find it.
Because I'm thinking
Someone's got to help me out.
I'm thinking like this shit like, homie's like, hey, wah! And then they're like, oh, my health.
I got to look at it.
My vigor. There's no way. There's no way. There's no. Like, no. Bro.
I'm gonna look. Okay, you guys.
I can't find it anywhere.
I'm gonna fucking find this. I'm gonna hunt this thing down. You guys.
Spank me, Daddy Fugan Uwu.
Gross.
Oh, God.
Is it in like the teaser thing? Like where have you guys seen this? And I have not.
I'm gonna look for it. You guys talk about something else really quick. I'm gonna fucking find this shit.
So it turns out you actually spank the. I kind of want to do the hunts with the NPCs just to laugh at how funny it's gonna sound, especially if you turn up like the like how much they actually talk and like say something's coming, something's gonna happen soon. I want to just like laugh at that. I think it will be hilarious.
Spank.
Who can you actually bring with you on an NPC journey?
It looks
Minato,
like
Hinoa,
and like all the new people. It's like they made a big deal early on Sunbreak about all the new NPCs, you know, with having like their own character dialogues and they have like the voice actors for them. It's all of them basically.
Okay.
All the NPCs plus the hub maidens and people that we know.
Okay. Follower quests.
No,
Follower quests.
Ollie.
Okay.
Yo, you just blessed Ollie.
Follower quests. All right. Single player only. Hope you have fun running around locales with your favorite characters. I feel like they just tried to make this like a fun thing. I don't know. I don't know if there's like maybe we're reading too much into it. I feel like it's just supposed to be like a fun thing, or maybe they just want their NPCs to have more of a role in their games now.
Probably, but it's like, but also like.
I mean, they did put a lot of work into it with voice actors and shit, so maybe.
Right.
Can we get
right.
a fucking voice for our hunter? Like, I don't know. Am I the only one that is like weirded out about that? It's fucking 2022.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of it.
Protagonist.
I don't know.
Yeah. Still got my
I like the silent
language on.
Silent protagonist. I'm all about the silent protagonist.
I'm gonna fucking find. I can't believe I can't.
I'm still looking. Like I'm still watching this whole presentation about the follower quests. I'm not seeing any spanks.
I saw it.
I think you guys are fucking lying to me.
I'm drinking a little too much, but I know what I saw.
They said chat's saying they found it though. Chat's saying they found it.
You have the clip? Like it's like a Reddit link or something. You found the clip, Dolly? Oh, here. Let me permit you.
I got a video of the spanking.
Is there a time for this clip?
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh yeah, they did show this. Okay, it's 38 seconds in. It's a fucking spank.
Full screen 1080p.
No.
It's a thing.
No, what the fuck?
That's how you revive them.
Yo, this motherfucker said, "It's okay. You'll be okay." Ah.
People are gonna get so many clips.
40 seconds?
Go 40 seconds into the
I
video.
went like 38, but
He's just screaming at her. I don't see anything happening here.
No, go to like 38.
He hits her on the back. You guys are full of shit.
I'm telling you, depending on your position, when you
I don't even see him touching her. It happens so fast.
I can already see.
I feel like I'm not
percent Monster Hunter becoming a thing where like.
Can I slow this down?
All the way to be able to do that once.
Playback speed 1.25.
It's a thing. You ain't even touch her.
No, because they got
they can't legally touch her.
I'm going to 2.5.
They set it up.
She was unconscious. It was not consensual. They had to not legally touch her.
If you were standing at the right spot, the fucking animation.
That's what I'm saying, Moko. If you can position that properly, people are gonna get clips.
People are gonna figure it out, bro.
Okay, he's like screaming at her. I'm watching in slow-mo. His hand is going on her. He touched her shoulder.
Nah.
He went like this on her shoulder, you guys. There was no spank.
It's gonna be.
You guys are full of shit.
You're gonna
it's literally her shoulder. Get out.
I want to be full of shit, but this is something that I sadly know someone is gonna figure out.
You know what? If it was a spank, I'd be down for it, but it's not. It's a fucking shoulder slap.
It's a
I got my hopes up. Nope.
Now she's disappointed.
I'll get you
I'm
clips.
sorry. I'm not seeing a spank here.
I'll get you clips. Don't worry. I'll start making like a compilation for you in Sunbreak.
Show me a compilation. Slow it down. Whatever you want to do. I'm not buying it right now. I need more proof.
Fucking blasted with spanky McSpank.
I need more proof of this. And if I'm wrong, then I will admit that I'm wrong. But I need to see a much better shot of this. Because to me, that looks like a shoulder slap.
I'm rushing to that stuff.
Yeah, spank percent about to happen.
Spank percent.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
That's going to be a fucking video, Joe. You know it. I spank every Monster Hunter NPC. It's going to be a thing.
Any percent.
Calling it. Joe Owl has 100% called it. Like, you're gonna be able to YouTube that
does
title. Does
anyone in chat agree with me? Dorkamus Prime says it's 100% a back pat. Okay. Anyone else?
From that angle.
I hope I'm wrong. But it's just really not looking like a spank to me. I'm sorry. He ain't even touching her. See, that's what I'm saying. Did you slow it down? You guys got to slow it down.
Yo, Lizard, what up?
It goes right, and then he angles it onto the shoulder.
Lizard, we're talking about the new NPC quests in Sunbreak. How you revive them is by slapping them. And I'm guarantee you that if depending on the position when you push the button to revive them, you're gonna get them to be able to slap their ass. Just spank them to get them up.
To me, that looked like it's gonna be not dependent on like where you are, and it's gonna be a totally like.
Oh, it's gonna be like locked. Like it's gonna like.
It's always gonna lock you onto the shoulder. Like you're not gonna be able to aim your hand.
All right.
I could be wrong.
When does a slap turn into a spank? Okay.
Well, a slap on the ass is a spank. That's not up for debate.
So a slap
that's
to
not
the ass
debatable.
is a spank, but
yes,
a spank to the chest is a slap.
A spank is a slap, but a slap is not a spank.
Okay, I like your logic.
Okay,
yeah, I agree with this.
You understand? Did I get the order of that wrong? Because you can't spank someone in the face, but you can spank someone in the butt.
Right.
I get you. I'm following.
So a slap on the ass is a spank, but a slap in the face is not a spank. It does not equal a spank.
Yes.
With the equal sign with the line on it.
Flexible.
You know what I mean?
They are both cheeks, though. That is correct.
The point is, that wasn't a spank. Well, then let's move on. Next weapon.
Sarah, Your Honor, my client merely missed his spank.
Objection, hearsay. That is not a spank.
Jesus.
Okay. Hey,
next weapon.
I'm gonna get you. Next weapon.
Prove me wrong.
I will.
Prove me wrong.
When Sunbreak comes out.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Love to see it. Can't wait.
I think the only weapons we didn't really talk about were sword and shield and insect glaive.
Did we talk about hunting horn though too?
Yeah, with the hammer, because they look exactly the same. Like they traded.
Right, we did touch on that.
Yeah,
okay.
Which I thought was super weird. Oh, dual blades. Oh yeah, dual blades.
Oh, dual blades. Let's do it. Dual blades.
DBs.
Sunbreak.
Honestly, I don't play dual blades, so I can't really say too much. But it looks like they got the move that they had from GU, like that corkscrew attack. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Cool spiral slash.
Yeah, I don't know about like their whole switch skill thing, but
piercing bind.
It looks cool to me. Like I don't hate the dual blade stuff. It looks like more anime shit.
I agree. It looks cool.
I think it's gonna be super situational. Like if you have certain monsters that drill attack will really mess them up, or like it'll be a hard counter for some monsters. I feel versus using like the other moves in the dual blades repertoire. I think it's a nice addition because it gives you a nice spread of stuff to use.
Well, it looks like they get like an adept evade too, which is cool. Like they have the switch skill evade, but it looks like they get like a counter through it, which looks like fun. So, yeah, dual blades is looking pretty good. And I bet
it looks pretty sick to me. Yeah,
it does. It looks cool. I'm happy for them, and I bet that corkscrew does some mad elemental damage too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Why they give dual blades corkscrew and not lance? Because they don't like lance. they don't like lance at all.
Okay, insect glaive. Insect glaive
got nothing as far as I could tell. Like, I mean, look at I haven't.
Awakened Kinsect attack, a technique where you throw a Kinsect to inflict massive damage.
They had it in GU too. It was just like the Kinsect throw thing, which is like, okay, but
unfortunately,
someone had pointed out it looks like it consumes all your insect glaive buff though when you throw your bug.
Right.
So it's like that kind of blows, right?
Well, what if you're about to lose your buff anyway? You might as well do it at the end.
That's a good point, actually. That's a thing.
Like, honestly, you had to wait to lose the buff to do it again, and sometimes that would be very inconvenient. So maybe having this as an option to release your bug buffs would be like, okay, while the monster's not pissed off,
choose when to refresh them.
Yes. You're giving the insect glaive player more control, I think, and I think that's what was the point of that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, that doesn't look very good. But now that you point it out,
and then think about it. You switch the skill, use the bug thing, switch the skill back to your DPS one because you're ready to keep on doing damage.
See, I never would have thought of it like that because I don't play that weapon.
Same. Okay, I mean that's a fair point, I guess. Because if you get like red buff while you have red buff, it doesn't refresh it. You have to wait for it to fall off before you can renew it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if you refresh your bug's buffs, keep it on the bug, send your bug to spend the buffs it has, and then just call the bug back and you get those 2 buffs right away.
Isn't that going to consume it though? Like when the bug goes up, maybe. Maybe actually. So yeah, that's
well. It depends on the mechanic.
They didn't show that because yeah, if you have your bug, if your bug's holding on to the buffs, because it doesn't buff you until it comes back, and your buffs, and you want to be like, okay, I want to refresh my stuff now. Throw the bug out, eat my buff, and then when it comes back, I get buffed.
I get the buffs that I had. Yep.
Yeah.
Meaning I only have to buff once or twice versus all 3.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Actually, I think that's cool. Yeah, we don't know exactly how they play because they don't fucking describe anything in these fucking trailers. But
that's what they have us for.
Yeah, that's a cool. I'm glad you pointed that out, Moko. That actually does look good. Yeah.
Do we want to talk about Longsword?
I do enjoy.
I think we did talk about Longsword.
Actually,
Longsword. I think it was Sword and Shield we didn't really talk about. But Longsword let's fucking Longsword. Longsword obviously got all the budget. They got new counters, new moves, the crazy ring attack that
got
makes
all
them
the
not
budget.
deplete their fucking meter. Like, I don't know if people understand how crazy it is that while they're in a ring, not only do they get additional hits on all their attacks, but they also don't consume spirit gauge. That is ridiculous. That's like if we had a ring for bowgun, and it's like you just don't consume ammo when you shoot.
The ammo, yeah, your ammo doesn't count. Mm-hmm.
It's nutty.
Yeah, for real.
Longsword got like
nuts.
everything in one video though. It's just like what the shit, like
yeah.
And it's not even just that it got good like damage buffing things. It got like visual stuff that makes the sword look different and play differently.
Oh,
it's got new moves.
With Longsword though, do you feel like those new moves and everything are high skill ceiling? Do you think it's going to be easy to maintain yourself in the ring? Do you think it's going to be a fast buff where like
Longsword has like 9 counters? How could you not stay in the ring? You don't get hit by anything.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be different.
It's got
for G rank stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got Longsword's got all sorts of weird stuff.
Maybe it'll do something weird, like it'll tighten up your window of opportunity or your iframes for the actual counters. Like, if you're in the ring, you don't spend anything, but it's also harder to perform said counter. I'm trying to figure out...
No. They can't make it harder. They gotta make or Longsword easier, man.
I don't know. Yeah. I did enjoy Longsword also in Rise, so I'm very curious for this.
All right, on to Sword and Shield here.
Sword and Shield.
Any closing thoughts on that? Destroyer oil?
I think it's kind of lame that they only got one of their oils, because the Destroyer oil is only like the part break oil, I believe it is. And that's like whatever. It's not like they don't have like Chaos oil where they get, the KO on all their swings, part break, and I forget what the other oil did, like Hunter Art gauge build up. But yeah, so you don't.
It would be interesting if the oil, like they call it Destroyer oil, but what if the oil changed function depending on what weapon it was applied to? Like if it's applied to a Brute Wyvern weapon, it would give you KO. If it was applied to
You're giving Capcom far too much credit for
I was gonna say, dude, that is like extra good thoughts though. I mean, write them a letter. Write them a letter, Moko. Random question. If you guys watched the Sword and Shield video, what armor is this hunter wearing?
It's Sergio's armor. It's Steve armor.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very Call of Tarathi, so it made me wonder. Cool.
Did
they show
counter appear to have lower motion value in Sunbreak? Yeah, you can't really gauge that, Osborne, because we don't know what kind of weapons and gear they were using. You can't really say it's gonna have lower motion values. So we don't know that for sure. And lowering their mobility is like, it's not a thing, because have you seen how big that ring is? Like, you'll be able to stay in the ring. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Harvest Moon. Longsword got a whole ass game franchise.
Yeah, I mean, Longsword's crazy. I mean, I don't hate on the Longsword. It's just, it's clear favoritism is the thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. Longsword, let it have its spotlight, but yeah.
Aurora Somnicanth armor showcase. I didn't know they showed the new Somnicanth armor. Ooh, it looks really good.
Did they?
Okay, I'm not going to talk about Somnicanth anymore after this, I promise, but I need this in my life.
Let me look it up.
It's so good. It's like a little mage outfit with a little hood.
Oh, I did see that.
Looks real cute.
Yeah.
Looking real cute. I need that.
Let me see that.
It looks like Dauntless armor. I think so does Luna Garen's armor. It looks very much like Dauntless armor.
Oh, Dauntless. Oh man, I need it. I need it.
Giant Somnican.
Hear me out, giant Somnican.
I think it was a good idea for a new monster. Oh man. So
fair enough, Osborne. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So anything else you guys want to talk about, discuss, whatever before we get out of here? Because we've been here for about 2 hours now.
Any closing thoughts from any of us?
Giant Somnican.
You heard mine. That's my closing thought.
I have a little bit. So I am really hyped for Sunbreak, to be honest. We don't have very many games coming out in the next, couple months. So I really hope Sunbreak does provide a lot of content for us. I know we do like to kind of shit on it and, be cautiously skeptical about what's actually going to be in the game. But I honestly really hope it does do really well and blow us out of the water and is actually really amazing. I can't bring myself to be hyped for something with so many variables and mysteries in it.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on a demo? I'm surprised we haven't gotten a demo. Typically they do it 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah.
So we should be hearing news about a demo. But I'm surprised they didn't tell us when the demo date was gonna be. So that is weird. I do hope we get one soon. Could you imagine if we don't get a demo for Sunbreak? That's a big red flag, right? Remember
maybe
when we were
they
hyped
really
for Salt and Sacrifice? Yeah. I'm sad.
I pretty much everything that you said I agree with. I'm ready for more Monster Hunter content. I'm kind of dying for some new Monster Hunter stuff to jump back into. I'm excited for Sunbreak. I'm excited to just see, just be surprised by stuff and just jump in the game and be like, oh, this is in it. Oh, I'm really looking forward to being surprised and getting excited about it. So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
I'm pretty excited to just be able to play some Monster Hunter again.
It's get back into streaming.
It's been a very long time. I want to start playing some more games.
Are you?
I'm down to play, even if it's just a little bit, but I know for a fact I'll be playing Monster Hunter like I would be playing other games in the background. For those of you with PS5s, you'll see me live and playing on there a lot. And PC, I'm jumping on I'm
really?
playing games still.
Yeah.
It's just I may not be live with it, but if I happen to see my friends doing shit, you damn well know, I'm knock, yo, Moko's here. You down to just bullshit? That, I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I hope we can jump in and do some multis again. Remember,
would be nice.
That was fun when we fought the last Narwa Nabushi. And then Magnum Aloe came in and we were all like, why is Magnum Aloe here? We got to do that again.
And then he leaves immediately.
I actually
come on, Mago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just experiencing that with you guys would be dope, actually. So I'm down for this.
Full disclosure. So I am going to be playing, obviously, a lot of Sunbreak. I am not going to do any sort of modding or anything in Sunbreak until at least 2 weeks after the game comes out. Because obviously when I start doing speedruns and stuff, I'm going to mod in charms and whatnot. But I'm going to give the game 2 weeks of just hard binging to catch my interest. And if the grind is not too bad, then I'm going to stick with that. But if it ends up being base rise, then I'll be all right, 2 weeks is enough. I'll put in my stuff, do my runs, and then probably call it quits. But I'm going to give the game 2 solid weeks of uninterrupted gameplay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
So, should be fun.
All right.
So that sounds about it. So let me thank everyone for hanging around, and thank you for donating to the charity stream for Stackup. I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone for sticking around. Moko, Faye, all the viewers and stuff. I am going to be doing another stream tomorrow. We're going to be playing. I'm going to finish up Village Story for Monster Hunter, and then we're going to play a bunch of random FPS games. Everything still applies if you want to just ruin my day again. Totally fine. It's for a good cause. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So I appreciate everything. So yeah, that's all I got.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, more dog food.
Nice.
No, Llama, you're 100% fine. I did this to myself on purpose. It's a thing. And it's
you're almost
going
at that
to a better
250,
cause.
baby.
Yeah.
You got a 50.
Maybe make him work out before the drinks.
Yeah, right. That's rough.
That was painful.
Yeah, I gotta do that one.
Anonymous with that $50 dono. Bless.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Oh, Jesus
participation
Christ.
and hope we can count
Oh my
on you for
God.
another round of
Aw.
tests.
That's so nice.
Oh,
Okay, Anonymous with a shot of whiskey to finish the day off. All right.
Beautiful.
Thank you, the Anonymous donator, for that. And then I appreciate it. So we'll have to do another one of these. So we got our Japanese whiskey.
and then off on a good note.
Yeah, we'll end it off on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
I only allowed like 2 of these a day anyways because, yeah, it's rough.
Make sure you guys
And then
follow up on the slap.
Yeah, it's do that and then do sit-ups. Like, gross. So cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
That's bigger than a normal shot glass for sure.
Whew.
I see them.
Anyway,
Wonderful.
thanks everyone for hanging around. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, noon, same time. And if Faye, Mocha, if you guys want to play Monster Hunter or do something, I'm
Hell
down
yeah.
for that too. So just hit
Hell
me
yeah.
up.
Sounds
do
good.
So,
Sounds good.
Sounds
all right,
great.
thanks people. I appreciate it. Thank you
Great.
all. Have
Later,
fun.
homies. Thank you.
Bye,
See
everyone.
ya.